Hello and welcome to the CIML Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. Welcome to Week 7 of the Iowa High School football season here in the Metro. Big slate of games tonight. Very important games. We have a lot to cover here on the pregame show. RPI rankings have dropped. We have a pretty special player of the week from last week. Kind of came out of nowhere. We have coach interviews and much, much more. Let's jump right into our CIML pregame show. Athlete of the week from Week 6. Joey Nahas of Dowling Catholic is our player of the week here on the CIML Football Pregame Show. 7 of 11, 126 yards and 3 touchdowns. And get this, he played in one quarter. He came in the fourth quarter when Ankeny Centennial was up by a couple touchdowns. Dowling comes all the way back and defeats Centennial in triple overtime, 41-35. The junior, Joey Nahas, is our athlete of the week. RPI has dropped. The Ratings Power Index. This is what is used to set the postseason for the top 16 teams in the RPI. It looks a little funky, we will admit here to start, but trust me, everything will work itself out. And how the RPI is set, they take their win percentage, their opponent's records, and their opponent's records. They throw that into a formula, and that's how the RPI is created. Let's take a look at the RPI. Bettendorf is the number 1 team at 6-0. Iowa City Liberty is at number 2 at 5-1. Waterloo West is at 3rd. Valley is at 4th, and Pleasant Valley is at 5. The schedule gets tough for Liberty and Waterloo West the rest of the way, but being this high could help you as you go towards the rest of the season. 6th place is Ottumwa. The Bulldogs are the last undefeated team in Class 5A, and they are also the lowest, also being them in Bettendorf. The Bulldogs sit at the 6th spot. Their schedule also toughens up. Their opponent's record is just 16-38 on the season. That is also the lowest in 5A. Dowling Catholic is at the 7th spot. Linmar is at the 8th spot. Throw in an imaginary line in between the 8 and 9 spot because 1 through 8 get home field advantage. The rest have to go on the road. Think about that as you go forward. Iowa City High is at the 9 spot. One of their losses is to an out-of-state school, Joliet Catholic. We still take the RPI from Joliet Catholic, so it's a good loss for Iowa City High. And the Johnston Dragons come in at the number 10 position. At the 11th spot, Sioux City East coming off the loss to Southeast Polk. They have to get to winning. They sit in the 11th position. A couple CIML teams occupy the next couple spots. Ankeny is at 12th. They are the highest ranked 3-3 team in Class 5A. Waukee is at the 13th position. Ankeny Centennial is at 14th. Dubuque Hempstead rounds out the top 15. 16th position and would be currently the final team into the postseason is Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. They are currently sitting at 4-2. But, again, a lot can change in the next couple weeks. If the playoffs started tonight, Southeast Polk would be out. They are currently 17th. That's why tonight's game versus Waukee is so crucial. Iowa City West is at the 18th spot. Urbandale is 19th. And Davenport North, despite being 4-2, is at the 20th position. You may be wondering, where is Waukee Northwest? They are down at the 22 spot, currently sitting at 2-4. Northwest really can only afford to lose maybe one more game. Even that might have to win out the rest of the way. Those are your RPI of the top 20 in Class 5A. We're going to toss to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some coach interviews and what's on tonight here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. You are watching the CISN Football Pregame Show. We'll be right back.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Train home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
The deals are hot this month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New 2024 F-150 XLTs with 3.9% for 60 months, plus up to $8,000 off MSRP. Get $6,000 off or 2.9% for 72 months on new 2024 Expeditions and new 2024 Edge and Escapes, both with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $2,075 rebate. No payments for 90 days on all new Fords at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. It is time for the coach interview segment of tonight's pregame show. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Bakker of Waukee and Coach Zelenovich of Southeast Polk ahead of their big game here tonight. Here with head coach Gabe Bakker of the Waukee Warriors. Coach, thanks for joining us today. 4-2 on the season. First RPI rankings come out, sits you guys at the 13th spot. I probably have asked you about this the last couple of years, but do you watch the RPI at all, or do you just really not care and you're just going to keep playing football?
I think at this point in time, there's still so much that can happen in the last 3 weeks that you can't take too much stock in it. I think when we get to like the last game of the year, then I think you start taking a look at it and kind of seeing where things shake out. But right now, there's just way too many moving parts, in my opinion.
Let's talk about the season so far. 4-2, you get a win over Roosevelt last week. We're able to get ahead in the first half. You could sit some of your guys in the second half. How crucial is that? I mean, you don't get that a lot. You don't get bye weeks by any means. You still had to play a good half of football there, but how important was that game to help get you guys ready for this week?
No, it was really important because we had two hard-fought games against Valley and Johnston. We weren't able to get those wins, so it was nice to have a week, especially a short week. We played again on Thursday. Just to get the kids ready, kind of get those losses out of our system. Most of the starters were done after the first half and get rested and stay healthy. And now we had to push forward here before we get ready to play Polk.
So when you have those Thursday games, what do you do on Friday? Do you go and scout on Friday, or did you just kind of sit back and enjoy your Friday night off? Because I can't imagine waking up the next morning and not have football on Friday.
Yeah, it was a little bit different. Haven't had it happen too many times in my career, but we gave the kids Friday off. We had Friday and Saturday off, came back to work on Sunday. We actually sat at my house, me and my family, and had about 2 or 3 different high school football games on. So it's pretty low key, but it was fun to be around them.
That's awesome. You get Southeast Polk this week, and I'm sure you might be thinking the same thing. What Southeast Polk team are you going to get? It feels like we've seen 2 different Southeast Polk teams this year. We've seen the one that got beat by Johnson last week, and we've seen the one that's beat Ankeny Centennial. How have you prepped for this week? Obviously, they're a team that turns the ball over a little bit, but last year you didn't match up great against them. This year it looks a little bit better. How do you prep here for Friday night?
Well, I think our kids are excited first and foremost about playing them. What we've talked about is they're still the defending champion. They've won 3 in a row, and they're the champion still. They're not. So we got to expect a team that's hungry and coming out and fighting, which we'll get. Coach Z does a great job with him and his staff with these guys, and I'm excited for a great hard-fought game, and hopefully we can stick it until the very end.
Coach, we appreciate your time, and good luck to you in Waukee here on Friday night.
Hey, you bet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Joining us now is Southeast Polk head coach Brad Zelenovich, and let's first talk about last week, Coach. And not surprised that you lost, but kind of surprised it was a shutout there. What's your assessment of that game against Johnston?
Well, it was really bad. No other way to put it. We weren't ready to play, and they hit us with the kickoff return to start, and then battled back through a touchdown pass that was called back on a lineman downfield on a drop back protection, which, looking at the tape wasn't the case, but neither here nor there. Just couldn't get out of our own way. Too many turnovers, too many mistakes against a good team on the road. Pick 6 right before half, and one of those things you can't undo it. We've moved on, obviously. Credit to them. They were ready to play. That's the deal our guys got when they put that helmet on. So, we're back to work this week. No excuses, and trying to get better and see what we can do down the stretch.
So you think you had a good week of practicing and getting rid of that and moving on to the next opponent?
Well, that's, that'll yet to be determined, but that's the challenge. Yeah, there's been glimpses of good preparation, and that's been the challenge. Always is a challenge with high school kids. Doesn't bunch of 1-game seasons. You got to move on. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you, for sure, especially us. So it is what it is. You tip your hat to the opponent and you move on, and got another challenge this week. It's Central Iowa CIML on Friday night. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of experts out there that got it all figured out, but these schedules that everybody plays are tough, and you got to be at your best every week, and that starts on Monday. It starts on the preparation on the practice field, how you go about your business. So that's been the message to our guys, and yeah, for the most part, it's been a good week.
And talk about this Waukee team. What do you see out of them? What do you got to do to be successful against them?
Well, I think it starts offensively with their 2 ball carriers. I'll say one, obviously the quarterback, and then the tailback. We played a lot of football for them. I think the quarterback's started since his freshman year, and the running back's been a multi-year player, and both productive, physical kids, very good with the ball in their hand. Got some experience back up front, and then they're pretty balanced. They've got some good playmakers on the perimeter with some good receivers. They can go catch the ball, and so they make you defend the whole field. They spread you out to run it, and they throw it, and they're balanced, and so. We're going to have to be at our best defensively, making sure we align correctly, getting off blocks and then tackle. We missed some tackles, gave up some explosive plays Friday night. So we got to clean that up. And then defensively, long, physical front on the defensive side. Good skill players on the perimeter. Both safeties are very impressive. Got good speed in the secondary. So just overall, really solid team, not to mention their kicking game. Very, very good, punter and kicker that has, done a good job creating some long fields for people and creating some returns in the kicking game. I think they've returned two for touchdowns. So just a really solid football team. They were a year ago too, when we went out there. I think, they only had 1 loss. So they've done a nice job and had a good year.
So let's talk a little bit. The RPI's out. You guys are 17, and that your goal has been to get in the postseason. You've done a good job of that. When you talk about that, you look at that. Well, how do you handle that part of it right now?
I haven't even looked. I didn't even know until you told me. I'm sure our kids know. Everybody knows, right? That's the world everybody lives in. Is social media and instant gratification. And now, I mean, none of that stuff matters. Didn't matter preseason, doesn't matter now. I know it comes out, it's got to come out. We're, literally, I know it sounds like coach speak, but we got a lot of things to worry about ourselves. We're not worried about anything else. Even since I've been a head coach at Ankeny and this place, we don't worry about the opponent. It's about us, and we'll have our hands full Friday. We got to have a great week, and we're going to have to play well to beat a good team at home. We know that, our kids know that. So usually if you can do those things, the RPI and all that stuff takes care of itself. So I know it's a talking point for people and whatnot, but we haven't talked about it at all.
Alrighty. Well, we appreciate you taking time to talk with us here on the pregame show, Coach, and good luck to you Friday night.
Awesome. Thanks, Dar. Appreciate it.
And once again, we want to give a huge thank you to all the coaches who take time and sit and chat with us this week. Helps give us and you, the fans, a little bit more insight into what's going on before a big game on Friday night. We will step aside to be right back. You are watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I am your host, Blake Walker. Let's take a look at what's on the docket tonight on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Number 4 Valley hosts number 3 Waterloo West. It is a battle of the top 5 teams in the RPI. The eye test says a little bit different, but Waterloo West is up for the challenge. Just 1 loss this year. Valley also just 1 loss this year. Should be an interesting game. See how Waterloo West can keep up because they cannot afford to lose very much in the RPI. Valley has a hunt for the first seed. Another huge game, probably the biggest game of the night, honestly. Waukee goes on the road to take on Southeast Polk. Waukee is currently ranked 13th in the RPI. That feels not safe, but at the same time, it is kind of safe. Really, this is the game for Southeast Polk. This is a must-win game for the Rams if they want to stay alive in postseason competition. Waukee maybe can afford a loss, but you know Coach Bakker and his squad will not be wanting to lose on the road tonight. This is a crucial game that will have playoff consequences. And then finally, number 14th ranked Ankeny Centennial is at home, hosting the Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders. Has not quite been the season that Des Moines Roosevelt has been looking for, but Centennial will look to get back on track after the loss to Dowling Catholic last week. And another game to keep an eye out on here in the Metro, or 2 games I should say. Number 2 Liberty hosts number 12 Ankeny. The Hawks go on the road to take on the Lightning. Liberty looking good at the 2 spot, but this Ankeny team is starting to pick up steam here as the season rolls on. They're looking for a huge RPI win that would help their playoff chances on the road in Iowa City tonight. And number 6, Ottumwa hosts Northwest. Waukee Northwest is 2-4. Ottumwa still has not lost, but do not count out the Wolves. They'll be looking to take down a number 6 team in the RPI and help boost their chances at making a late postseason push. Well, that will wrap it up for us tonight here on the CISN Football Pregame Show. I've been your host, Blake Walker. I hope you enjoy the games tonight. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
game because no one was expecting Southeast Polk to get beat as bad as they did. So
first of this season RPI rankings came out this week. We see Southeast Polk on the outside looking in, sitting there at number 17 in the RPI. The top 16 make it way into the playoffs, and that certainly is impactful and something for Southeast Polk, knowing Dowling still looms on the schedule. This almost feels like a must-win for the Rams.
It really is, because you look at how the playoff format is set up, the FPI, where the top 2 teams in each division make it into the playoffs, and then, so that's your 12, your next 4, essentially your wild card team, come from those FPI rankings. So when you're Southeast Polk and you're on that outside looking in, and like you said, Trent, that schedule that they have remaining, Dowling next week on the road, then you're on the road to Lincoln, which, you know, you can't chalk anything up as a win. This does feel like a must-win for the Rams.
We're going to take a time out here for the playing of the national anthem, bringing you the Taco John's pregame show. Keys to the game.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
October savings at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 custom 4x4s with up to $8,000 off. New HGs with 5.9% for 84 months. 5 all-new 2025 Chevy Equinox in stock. Receive up to $8,000 off Sierra 1500 SLTs and $3,000 off new GMC Terrain. And we want your trade. Receive $300 to $500 more or we'll buy it from you. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
High school football, week 7 of the Iowa high school football season. 3 weeks left here at the big school class as we get ready for this one, an incredibly important game. Southeast Polk playing host to Waukee. The Warriors come into this one with a 4-2 record. Southeast Polk sitting with a 3-3 mark on the season, and as we mentioned at the top, Lucas Strain, so important for playoff positioning, just getting into the playoffs. We mentioned Southeast Polk sitting at number 17. Obviously, you need this one to feel good about your positioning going forward. For Waukee, though, they're thinking about potentially hosting maybe not just one game, but multiple games in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're to the point of the year now where you're starting to look ahead. You're still taking it game by game, obviously. That's not what we're saying. But you're looking ahead to, okay, say we win this game. Say we win the week after that. Then we're setting ourselves up in a perfect position, a beautiful position, to be hosting not just one, but 2 games in the playoffs. And obviously, that is the best path to take if you want to make it to the Unidome.
Let's take a look here at our spotlight players on the Taco John's of Iowa pregame show. Let's start with the visitors here tonight. It is the Waukee Warriors. Mentioned that 4-2 mark, and of course, their spotlight player is the quarterback, Beckett Bakker.
Yeah, so Beckett Bakker, he's the guy that we're going to be looking at for Waukee. He is their everything on offense. 64% completion percentage, just over 1,100 yards passing on the season. The 14-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio is the most impressive thing to me. He just does everything. We're going to see him move it with his legs as well. Can't wait to watch him play tonight.
Nearly 300 yards rushing this year, a couple of touchdowns on the ground. On the other side for Southeast Polk, we look at the coach's kid, Sam Zelenovich, the leading receiver on this squad. 51 catches this season.
And we talked about how the Waukee quarterback, Beckett Bakker's everything. Zelenovich is everything for this Rams offense. Everything revolves around him. We're going to see him getting double-digit targets in this game. 6 receiving touchdowns, over 12, nearly 13 yards per reception on the season. Look to see him get at least 10 touches tonight.
6 touchdowns on the year for Zelenovich and Sam. It's fun to see, of course, his dad, the head coach, Brad, and Brett looked a little comfortable there with Senior Day festivities, didn't he? Just a little bit off there, but you go through this, and it's funny because I've got to know so many coaches throughout the years, and a lot of times you start very early in your teaching career. When you have kids, all right, they're little, and by the time they get to that high school level, you've gone through those Senior Day festivities so many times, but all of a sudden it's your kid. And I think you saw a little bit from Coach Zelenovich there as like, this is it for Sam. Yeah. We're coming to the end.
He's done senior days before, Coach Zelenovich has. And, you know, you don't build up muscle memory, but you do. Like, you know what you're doing. It's still emotional when every kid comes across. But then when it's your own, it's just something that's a little bit different. His kid's been a part of this state championship team for 3 years now. How is he going to go out in his senior year? Of course, it's an emotional time for both of them.
Should be a fun one here tonight. Waukee and Southeast Polk. It's our Central Iowa game of the week on 96.9 FM, and you can watch it on CISN TV. We'll take our final time out here of the Taco John's pregame show. When we come back on the other side, we'll get you ready for the opening kickoff, an important game, playoff positioning. We're getting into the playoffs. It's Southeast Polk and Waukee, our Central Iowa game of the week. Stay right there. We're back with more in a moment.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October, we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Pregame show continues here from Southeast Polk, the new stadium in year number 2 after an initial run towards the end of last season. Excited to be out here and some great digs. Got the double-decker stadium. Great look over here at Southeast Polk High School, Lucas. They've done a great job.
They have. It's. You could tell that this is a new stadium. You're not going to find many in the state of Iowa that are going to look like this. Very wide, a lot of standing room, and I kind of like that. You can go out towards the. Let's see, what direction is that? Is that north? That
would be north. That's towards Osage.
I can't see the sun anymore, so I don't know my cardinal directions right now. Towards the north side, if you don't want to be one, if you're not one that likes to sit during games, you can go and stand, lean up against the railing. Bathrooms right there, concessions are right there. Really, it's a beautiful venue. I like it. I like it a lot.
I believe you're normally one of those people that doesn't like to sit down during a football game, right?
No, I can't. When we're broadcasting, I sit down because it tends to make me talk slower. When I'm standing, I'm going to speed up, and it's harder to understand. But no, when I'm watching, I can. I can't be sitting. I got to stand.
We've talked about throughout the Taco John's pregame show the importance of this game for Southeast Polk. They sit one spot out of the playoffs, top 16 qualified. They're at number 17. Now, a win here is going to certainly improve them a whole bunch, as we see here the RPI rankings in Class 5A. Waukee, though, they're also in a tenuous spot. You drop this one, suddenly you're kind of on that cut line, too. We talked about at the top, Waukee maybe thinking about hosting a playoff game. You lose this one, though. Now you're right back on the bubble.
Yeah, I was going to say the bubble is the word I wanted to look for if we're going to put college basketball terms into here. Waukee would be on bubble watch. Southeast Polk, Waukee, you probably feel like these flip positions a little bit. RPI is always very interesting to me because the number 1 team in the Des Moines Register rankings is the Dowling Catholic Maroons. According to RPI, they're number 7 in the rankings. So things don't always line up with the rankings that we've seen all season long. So it's always fun once we get those rankings around week 7.
Another thing we've seen recently as it pertains to playoff positioning is the Valley Tigers recently. They've been shipped east, and it's worked out incredibly well. Now, it's not to be callous here, but we know where the power structure is and has continued to build throughout the years of high school football. Central Iowa is where the power is, and both of these teams are probably feeling, even with that, even if we move up a little bit, but we get the chance to be shipped east, that's a great thing for you.
No, let's pull back the curtain entirely. When I was in high school, our coach said that was something that we are welcoming. Where if we have a chance to play a team in the East, we knew we were going to be one of the lower seeds. That's just the skill talent that we had at Urbandale. So we knew, okay, maybe we get a chance to go out and play one of those teams out East where we're actually going to be pretty even with them, get a chance to win, and that's what we've seen Valley do over the last 2 seasons. So it's not always the worst thing in the world when you're one of the bottom teams in the RPI.
A huge game here tonight at Southeast Polk hosting Waukee, our Central Iowa game of the week. On 96.9 FM. Glad to have you aboard with us here. I'm Trent Condon. He is Lucas Strain. Should be a fun night of football. Southeast Polk wearing their home black uniforms, the black lids, the black jerseys, and the black pants.
Don't forget about the pink in there.
A little bit of pink here. And on the other side, the all-white get-ups for Waukee with the, what is that, a purple chrome kind of look, black purple as a kickoff. Sails into the end zone, automatic touchback at the high school level, and we are underway. So we will see up first here the Waukee Warriors and the Southeast Polk Rams Two teams evenly matched. Coach Bakker took over a couple of years ago. Coach Zelenovich has taken over now years ago for Southeast Polk, has built this into one of the absolute powers out there as the Rams take the field with that. Year after year, big offensive line.
Oh, yeah, we know a couple of people who have played at the next level coming out of Southeast Polk on the offensive front. That's where they get their name from. But passing games, the offense a little bit different this year, going to Zelenovich, coach's kid.
As they shift over the tight end over to the right side of the formation on 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, they'll hand it off. Big hole to the right side and a pickup of 5. Just a simple edge play there. They go a little zone to the right side and a big hole for a pickup of 5 for Landon Vanderwerf.
Like how you point out the offensive line, and that's who we see dominate on the first play from scrimmage. That right side, the right guard and the right tackle just completely pushing back that Waukee defensive front. You always love seeing 6 yards on your first play.
2nd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Move that H-back now. Right over to the left guard. They'll hand it off to Vanderwerf again. Ball comes out. Ball is loose as they mark this spot down. A big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Southeast Polk able to cover it up, but boy, what a lick there.
Yeah, that's a really good job from Waukee because we saw Southeast Polk. They had Zelenovich lined up out wide, but everybody else was right at the line of scrimmage outside of the tailback in the pistol formation. So Waukee knows, okay, you know what? They are probably going to run this ball. They load up the box, and then the big hit, heads-up play by Hansen to jump back on top of it for Southeast Polk.
3rd down and 5 after the second-round down fumble for Polk as they work out of the gun. Quick pitch out to Zelenovich. He's got the first down, breaks the tackle. 40, cuts back 45, 50. Still on his feet into Waukee territory all the way down to the 45-yard line. Nice pickup there, a 30.
So we mentioned Zelenovich. That's the guy they're going to be going to offensively for the Rams. I'm interested to see how Waukee is going to do this defensively. You see there on CISN on the replay, number 1, Tavian White, who was Waukee's number 1 tackler on the defensive side. He played very soft coverage on the outside, gave Zelenovich a lot of breathing room. Let's see if they're going to change things up on the defensive look.
In Waukee territory, 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line, out of the gun, play action. Looking out to left, got a man out there. Zelenovich again, complete near the first down. It'll depend on the spot, and they gave him the 10. A first down pitch and catch. Holden Hansen, a perfect 2 for 2 early on. Zelenovich with both catches.
And these are 2 long throws because they're on the opposite hash, but they're throwing to the other side of the field. So a good arm strength from Hansen early. So 4 plays and 2 targets already for Zelenovich.
From the 35-yard line, Southeast Polk working quickly here in the opening drive of the football game. 10:15 to play, scoreless in the first quarter. Southeast Polk down, changing the play as they look back over at the sidelines. Zelenovich lined up out to the right as he's joined by Wheeler out there. They'll hand the football off. Not much room up the middle. Got a yard, and that is it. Waukee's rush defense been solid here early on.
They have. Southeast Polk only getting stuff going on through the air so far. It's because this Waukee middle linebacker group, they are just hammering home. They're not overflowing. They're sticking with it. There's not a lot of motion so far from Southeast Polk in this game. See if that's something they want to utilize to keep Waukee honest defensively.
That was Drew Thompson on the carry, his first of the night. Thompson second on the team with 149 rushing yards on the season. 2nd down and 9. They roll it out to the right. A little completion, but right there, great tackle in space by Waukee. That is Carter Johnson. Great tackle.
Great tackle from Johnson there. So Southeast Polk runs a flood concept, and when you run a flood, you want to beat a zone coverage because you want to flood that area of the zone. So there's 3 guys running a route where only 1 person can defend them. But Waukee, they switched things up a little bit. They went man coverage out on the outside. So a flood concept is a zone beater. It's not going to beat man.
3rd down and 8 from the 33-yard line, potentially 4 down territory. Looking to the right is Hansen. Now he's going to run for it. 30, 25, still on his feet. Out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Check that. They're going to mark him out at the 21 regardless. Good enough for a first down. Holden Hansen showing some wheels.
Yeah, good run from Hansen here. So Gage Lofthouse for Waukee, he was really the only one that had the chance to make a play defensively for the Warriors. He goes up right towards the stick, gives him a hit, but it's just not enough, only pushes him towards the sideline. So just about to the red zone. And again, this is where we're going to see Zelenovich continue to get more and more targets.
Holden Hansen leads the team with 4 rushing touchdowns this year, an outstanding baseball player, and doing it at quarterback. They'll set up a quarterback power up the middle as he fights forward for a nice gain out to the 17-yard line and pick up a 4 on first down.
A lot of balance from Southeast Polk so far in this game. We saw earlier in the drive, they put a lot of guys right at the line of scrimmage and were just trying to overpower Waukee with their blocking front. This time, they spread everybody out wide, so you get into a different look defensively, not as many guys in the box in Southeast Polk. Then they're able to use the strength of their offensive line.
Into the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone, and we get a jump on the Waukee defense. It'll be an encroachment penalty. And move it forward another 5 yards, sets up a 2nd down and 1 to the 12-yard line. Lucas, you like to take a shot here to the end zone?
Absolutely. You read my mind. It's just what I was going to say. You take the shot into the end zone here. Really, you could even take it a second time because, it's 2nd and 1. You got 1, probably 2 more chances to pick up the first down.
Working from the right hash, twin receivers out to the left side for Holden Hansen. He'll move Vanderwerf over to the left side now behind him in the pistol. Handed off Vanderwerf, big hole, right side. Breaks the tackle out to the 5-yard line. It's a first down for Southeast Polk as they move the chains and set up a 1st and goal situation.
Screw taking a chance. We're just going to overpower you and get inside the 10-yard line. That's what that is. It's all strength. A little bit of speed to get to the outside. So let's see. Southeast Polk, they've had success running the ball these last couple of plays. Are they going to keep doing that, or are they going to put it up into the air?
You got to give credit to the right tackle there. He's been sealing. Cale Roberts has been outstanding here in the early going for the Rams. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll hand it off. Vanderwerf breaks the tackle, dives his way forward all the way down to the 1-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
So in these goal-to-go situations, hasn't been a strong suit for Southeast Polk so far this season. Just last week, they turned it over on downs in a goal-to-go situation against Johnston, and really after that is when things started spiraling out of control. So 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Trent, I'm guessing they're going to put it on the ground the next 3 plays. They're definitely going on 4th if they get to that spot.
We mentioned Hansen, 4 rushing touchdowns, the quarterback. Couple this season for Vanderwerf as he's lined up on the right hip of the quarterback. From the 2-yard line, they'll hand it off. Vanderwerf, big hole up the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Rams. Landon Vanderwerf in for the score, and the Rams strike first.
That's really important for Southeast Polk because we talked about how poorly things started last week. As we take a look at the replay on CISN right now, you can see it's not a read option. When you run a read option, sometimes it can take a little bit longer in the backfield. This time it's a direct give. Give it to the running back and just let him get downhill. Don't let the defensive rush get in there too quickly, and they did their job to put 6 on the board.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0. Southeast Polk races out to an early lead over Waukee. Our Central Iowa, the game of the week continues on 96.9 FM and video streaming at CISN TV.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Alongside Lucas Strain, Trent Condon back with you. 6:57 to play. 7-0 Southeast Polk with the lead over Waukee as they march right down the field and punch it in from 2 yards away. Kickoff going to be a short one. Chance at a return from the 14-yard line for Waukee. Out past the 20, but a good tackle there in open space by Southeast Polk as Rashad Kangtongle gets the tackle, and that's where Waukee will start their first drive.
That's something you should keep an eye on as this game goes on, because Southeast Polk gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown just a week ago on the first play from scrimmage against Johnston. Well, not from scrimmage, first play of the game against Johnston, so it's something to keep an eye on. Sorry, so Waukee. We talked about Zelenovich, coach's kid for Southeast Polk. We got another coach's kid on the other side of this thing, Trent. Bakker, the quarterback for Waukee. He's had a very good season thus far. 14 touchdowns to just 1 interception. We saw the 1 interception. It was a backbreaker. He holds the ball really well. He's a dual threat quarterback. We're going to see him do just a little bit of everything.
They'll shift the tight end in motion and flip it out. Wide receiver screen to the right side. Big pickup. Ball comes out. Ball is loose, and Southeast Polk has it at the 35-yard line on the first play from scrimmage. Southeast Polk gets the football, and they will get it back at the 35 on a fumble on the wide receiver screen. Had a big run set up there and looked to be near a first down. Instead, the Rams will get the football on the recovery.
How important is this for Southeast Polk right now, Trent? All we talked about at the beginning was how are they going to respond. We got the turnover belt on the sideline for the Rams. Love to see it. Love to see that kind of reaction, that kind of energy on the sidelines. But all we talked about was how is Southeast Polk going to respond in this game. You know, they got the blows torn off them just a week ago. And this start, so crucial to Southeast Polk.
Jack Hope on the fumble recovery, and now they'll start at the 36-yard line of Waukee. 1st and 10 out of the gun. Here is Holden Hansen. Play action pass. Looking out to the right, complete to Zelenovich. He is hit very quickly, though. Good tackle out there by Tavian White.
So Waukee might be going into a very repetitive thing on the defensive side right now. When Southeast Polk goes into this alert mode, then Waukee, their secondary, their outside cornerback is sprinting back to about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. And then their slot cornerback, they're going into a zone coverage. See if Southeast Polk picks up on that as well.
Pick up a 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6 for Southeast Polk as they take another look back over at the sideline. Playing here in the first quarter with just over 6 minutes to play in this one after another completion from Holden Hansen. This time out to the left, incomplete, and the first incompletion of the night for Holden Hansen. Let's take a look at the game here this evening, Lucas.
Well, so first off for South, about the whole time is they didn't start fast and things got out of control. Got to take care of the football. You know, their quarterback, Holden Hansen, has 11 interceptions so far this season. You can't turn the ball over. You can't turn the ball over if you want to win.
Press coverage on the outside. They'll run the football out to the right. Nice gain out past the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Weren't going down on that play. You talked about rushing touchdown player for the Rams this year. I think we saw why on that last play. Lowering the shoulder. He's not afraid of a little contact.
Good physical young man out there for Southeast Polk. Holden Hansen, the quarterback, 6'2", 200 pounds, as we have a timeout on the field. Back in 30 seconds, 5:18 to play in the first quarter. 4th and 2 when we come back for Southeast Polk. You're listening to high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Welcome back with us as we play with 5:18 to play in the opening quarter. Southeast Polk a 7-0 lead over Waukee. And Southeast Polk, after a fumble recovery, facing now a 4th and 2 from the Waukee 28-yard line. Holden Hansen works out of the shotgun and he's looking to throw. Pressure comes, steps up in the pocket. He's not going to get there, though. Waukee defense gets the stop that they needed. Their first on the hit. Patrick Moreland gets the sack and the stop.
Moreland getting in there is crucial for Waukee. This stop for the Warriors was so important because think of the sudden change that they just went through. They had let Southeast Polk drive the entire length of the field, and then we get the kickoff, and then on the first play, their offense turns it over. Now you get the turnover on downs. You're essentially in the exact same spot here. It's like Waukee just didn't turn the ball over at all. You just lost about 2 minutes of game time.
And they will start from their own 28-yard line after the fourth down stop as Bakker and company come back out onto the football field for the Warriors. They work out of the shotgun, put the receiver in motion, set up a run. Bakker, he is stuck right at the line of scrimmage. Big lick there by Cale Wingett.
Cale Wingett, the leading tackler for Southeast Polk this season. 36 solo tackles on the season. This one's a big hit. Waukee, you can tell that this was a scripted start to the game where they go out wide, and then they give a similar look on play number 2 despite the fumble on play number 1. But Southeast Polk sniffs it out defensively, and Wingett's right there to make the tackle.
They gave him a yard on the play, sets up a 2nd down and 9 from the 29. Bakker rolling to his right, still looking, throwing it out near the sticks, but it's dropped incomplete. So some tense moments here early on for the Waukee Warriors.
Yeah, you think there's a little bit of nerves going on after that first defensive front from Waukee where they didn't get a push on them. So now we see a drop. We see a fumble. Now a drop for what would have been a first down. It was the right read from Bakker. It was the right throw. Just didn't have the execution.
3rd down and 9 from the 29-yard line. Long look over at the sideline for Waukee. An important one here with 4:34 to play in the first quarter. Bakker out of the shotgun, takes a snap, looking, pressure comes, throws it up, nobody home, incomplete. That'll be 4th down, and the punt team will have to come out for the Warriors.
So we just talked about how important it was for Waukee to get that defensive turnover on downs. Now Southeast Polk, I mean, this is 2 drives, and Waukee has yet to pick up a first down in this game. Looked like Bakker, he wanted to get rid of it because he was under pressure, knew he was going to get sacked. Just a little miscommunication on the route.
Magnus Bruning will come in. He's had a big leg this year, averaging nearly 45 yards per punt on the season, sitting at 44.7. 9 punts, and he'll get number 10 right here with 4:29 to play in the first quarter. Out to his right, able to grab it. Shorter punt on this one as a fair catch is called for and secured at the 36-yard line. And that's where Southeast Polk will get the football back for the 3rd time after the fair catch from Braden Lewis.
All right, so I would like to see Southeast Polk get back into the passing game just a little bit. We saw them run it a couple of times. Their offensive line gave way on that 4th down play on the sack. Waukee brought the blitz, and it was a good blitz from Waukee, but Southeast Polk's got to defend themselves a little bit better. Get the ball back out to Zelenovich. Get it to him as much as you can. I'm going to be saying that essentially all night long, but got to pick up the first down. Didn't get one on your last drive.
As they start from their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 7-0. Over Waukee. Southeast Polk with the football from the pistol formation, and they will hand the football off. Breaking through a tackle is Vanderwerf. He's out past the 40-yard line. Good, hard, physical run. Saw that last season from Landon Vanderwerf on that state championship squad, and he's still running the football hard.
Yeah, the senior running back. He already has a touchdown in this game, but this run was much more impressive to me because that should have been a 2-3 loss. Instead, breaks a tackle in the backfield and then has the strength and the speed to be able to pick up 6 yards. Really impressive from the senior back.
2nd down and 5 from their own 41-yard line. Clock inside of 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. H-back shifts over to the right side of the formation. Out of the shotgun again, they'll throw it out and find a man out there complete. That's Zelenovich. He's got the first down out to the 47-yard line, just enough for the first down to pick up a 6. Fresh set of downs for Southeast Polk.
All right, I'm starting to pick up on this Southeast Polk passing game. It's a go speed concept where when you hear 2 routes like that, it's typically the outside receiver is the first route you hear. So go speed. So the outside receiver is running the go, inside one's running a speed. If it's zone concept, you throw it to the speed, and that's how Zelenovich is going to get his touches.
And came into this one with 51 catches on the air. He's got 3 already tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line for the Rams. As they'll set up a wide receiver screen to Zelenovich, breaks a tackle spins forward near midfield. They'll give him the midfield stripe and pick up a 3 on the play.
Really looks like an NFL offense to me right now. Holden Hansen, he's got 5 completions to Zelenovich. I think maybe one of them was more than 5 yards down the field. Everything's being thrown right at the line of scrimmage. Get the ball out of your quarterback's hand, get it to your playmakers as quick as possible. They're going hard count a lot in this game, Trent. I wonder if it is strictly a hard count or if it's a, hey, this is the no play type of situation. We're going to see what the defense is doing.
2nd and 7 from midfield. They'll set up Hansen with the run to the right side. Short gain out near the 48-yard line. He picked up 2, but it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Rams.
Richardson Williams, the junior defensive player for Waukee, doesn't get credited with this tackle, but he's the reason that this play was blown up. He beats his initial blocker, gets into the backfield, and makes Hansen have to change his route, change the way he was going to run the football. So, Richardson Williams not going to get credit with the play, but he's the reason that play went nowhere.
Play clock at 12 as they come out after a look over at the sidelines. From the shotgun, twin receivers to the right. Looking that way is Hansen's got a man out to the right side, but it's incomplete. 4th down and 5 for the Rams.
Blitz coming off the weak side again, so this is the second time in a row we've seen Waukee bring a blitz on a 3rd or 4th down. Southeast Polk offense is still out there. Trent, you think this is a bluff and we're going to try and draw them off sides? You think you're going to go?
Well, we have seen the quick kick kind of out of this situation a couple of different times. Hansen does have 2 punts this year. They're going to punt it down. It is that quick punt and a absolute beauty. Rolling inside the 5, inside the 2, all the way down to the 1-yard line. A 47-yard net punt down it at the 1. Picture perfect from Holden Hansen.
Maybe they should be doing that all the time, because when you do use it as your quarterback, defense doesn't think to put somebody back there to return the kick, and that's a beautiful punt. That's as good as you can get, down to the 1-yard line. Okay, Waukee, we got to pick up a 1st down here. Have they run the ball yet? If they ran it once, they ran a fake screen to the outside and the quarterback keeper towards the middle. Got to get your running backs involved. Grant Gamble, he's your senior running back, leads the team in rushing yards this season. You got to let him eat. You got to get something going in the first quarter, because your offensive line can't just be in pass protection the whole time.
And they're going to start at the 1-yard line out of the shotgun as the quarterback Bakker will take it out of his own end zone, hand it off, and there is nothing there. Stood up right at the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard, but that is it for Gamble.
And these situations are always tough for offenses for the obvious reasons, right? But one reason that people just don't think about is how often does an offense actually practice this situation? Mm-hmm. They practice goal line offense, and of course they practice anywhere else on the field, a couple of 2-minute drills, but you hardly ever practice inside your own 5-yard line.
Out of the shotgun again, Bakker, and he'll go play action, looking out. It's got to be out there on the slant, complete. 1st down all the way out to the 25-yard line. Beautiful pitch and catch, and able to find Maverick Inman.
So this is how running the ball will help you, because they ran it one play ago. Look at the backers on this play on CISN. They all bite down towards it because you ran it just one play ago. It didn't go anywhere, but it does something because it makes the backers think, okay, we can't just sit on our heels the whole time. They start moving downhill, and it leaves the slant pass open right behind them.
Inman, one of the best athletes you're going to find here in Central Iowa, with the 1st down on that one. Bakker keeps it on the zone read, breaks a tackle. He's out past the 30-yard line to the 31. Pick up a 7 on 1st down.
I think the zone read is a very underutilized read option. It's the type of option where the running back is the one going towards the outside rather than the quarterback. And if the quarterback keeps it, he's going to be running right up the middle. We've seen both teams have already used that play so far tonight. Waukee picks up 7.
2nd down and a short 3. They'll hand it off. Gamble, big hole. He's off to the races. 50. Cuts back to the 40. Still on his feet. 30-yard line. Big gain of, from the 30-yard line, a pickup of 40. A whistle on the field, and a hold is going to bring the big gainer back there for Waukee. Boy, that stings.
I saw everybody, a couple of the Waukee offensive linemen were hanging back, but I don't see the laundry actually on the field. I guess we see the referee throws it right towards that tail end there. He must have picked it up before he made the official call. But, yeah, that one stings because we saw Waukee finally getting into that running game, having some success with it, and now you got to make the long walk all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
So instead of having the ball at the Southeast Polk 30-yard line, they'll back up to their own 20-yard line. How about that for a field position difference? 2nd down and 14 for the Warriors, trailing 7-0. Southeast Polk with the lead. Bakker working out of the shotgun. Got the running back on his left hip, 3 receivers to the left side. They'll hand the football off and pick up a couple on the play. That will be it on the short game from Gamble, and that's how the first quarter will come to a close. Southeast Polk 7, Waukee 0. An important one here for playoff positioning for the 2024 Iowa High School Football Playoffs. We'll come back with the second quarter of action. You're listening to High School Football on 96.9 and video streaming on CISN TV.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree. 3rd and 13 for Waukee. Welcome back to live action as we begin the second quarter. Here's a throw picked off, nearly picked off. In and out of the hands of the safety, Caden Hills. And he'll be thinking about that one all night.
Yeah, he's going to be thinking about that one. Beckett Baker, the quarterback for Waukee, he was holding around his midsection following that play. Limped a little bit, and then he seemed to be okay. Jogged off the sideline just fine. But something I noticed, one of those balls where you get hit right when you throw it, so it sails on you a little bit. And Waukee's got to feel very fortunate following the drop.
We begin the second quarter, 4th and 13. The punt unit comes out for Waukee. There's a better punt this time, driving back, but out of bounds. It's going to depend on the spot. Always difficult for these high school crews, limited guys, and obviously, honestly, it's kind of guesswork.
It really is. You see the back judge gets to the sideline, and he's walking up, and then you see the white hat, and he's the one who signals, okay, he puts his arm down when he tells him to stop walking. How is he supposed to know where the ball goes out of bounds? It's an impossible job, and I'm not blaming them at all.
No, not at all. It is the most difficult, I believe, kind of judgment call that an officiating crew has at the high school level. We're talking about limited crews out there. 4 or 5 guys is all, and
do they go up any higher once you get into the playoffs?
I think they get up to 7 when we get to the Dome, if memory serves. They'll start from the 39 is where they spot it down. Southeast Polk with the football back, leading 7-0 with 11:18 to play in the second quarter. Holden Hansen and company, they have been outstanding so far, the quarterback for Southeast Polk. And they'll go play action. Hansen looking up top, across the middle. He's got a man out there, incomplete, in and out of the hands as he was looking for Zelenovich.
Well, I like what Southeast Polk does, because as soon as we were talking about how all of these throws are happening right at the line of scrimmage, boom, 20 yards down the field, and it was there. Zelenovich, he's going to tell you that he's got to bring that in.
Little bit high, but he had his hands on it. It falls incomplete, setting up a 2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun again, twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Now Holden Hansen and company changing the play.
Every time they go on this hard snap, everyone just walks up, oh, he moved. There's no one's crossing the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 out of the gun. They'll throw it again. That one complete. Short gain out to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 6. Nice pitch and catch there. Is able to find Gabe Wheeler.
Wow, this Waukee defense, they're blitzing just about every other play. This time, we saw both middle linebackers crashing as soon as the ball was snapped. There was no pre-given notion that, hey, we might be blitzing here. I had no idea that they were blitzing. I would have tried to point it out. They're blitzing just about every other play, putting a lot of pressure on the Southeast Polk offensive line.
3rd down and 4 for the Rams from their own 44-yard line. A flag comes out, though, before the play, right as it was being snapped. Normally that is a procedure penalty against the offense, and they will move it back 5 yards. Back to the 39, setting up a 3rd and 10.
So Waukee does their now, I don't want to say patented, but it's something that they've done all game, something they've done all season, is where their cornerbacks are going to sprint back to about 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage after being in press coverage. So what that does a lot of times on the offense is, oh, you see movement, oh, I got to move too. Wasn't a false start up on the offensive line. It's one of your skill guys on the outside. Those are the ones that hurt the most.
From the 39-yard line of Southeast Polk, facing 3rd down and 10. With 10:15 to play in the 2nd quarter. Hansen setting up a screen, gets away from the pressure, finally able to complete it, but a great tackle in space again by Waukee. Again, that was Carter Johnson.
Carter Johnson reading it the whole way, and Southeast Polk, I like the play call because they're using the same thing that I did, but Waukee is bringing a blitz every time as we see a flag on the far side. The officials talk about it. They're looking towards the Waukee sideline, probably an illegal man downfield.
And you had that one. Good call there, Lucas Strain, as the penalty will be declined. It is a completion, but just a short pickup on the play. In fact, no pickup. It is no gain on the completion, able to find Drew Thompson, but it will be 4th down.
Yeah, that stuff tends to happen when you run a screen and the timing is off just a little bit. The offensive linemen in their head, they know, okay, I got 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Now I'm going to go downfield. If the quarterback has to hold on to the ball any longer than that, most of the time they're going to get flagged.
Punt team comes out for Polk. Bit of a high snap, able to get it. And a beautiful punt, high. Fair catch called for by Inman. He bobbles it, ball still loose. And Southeast Polk recovers the fumble. Rams will get the football on the recovery by Sam Reed.
I can tell you, as a punt returner in my high school days, there is nothing scarier than the high punt, and you know you have gunners coming right down towards you. He's backpedaling as he goes to try and make the catch, as we saw in the replay there on CISN. And then he tries to catch it, and he just barely gets his fingertips on it. You have to know where the ball is going to land. You got to sprint to the spot first.
Illegal block in the back against Waukee. Penalty is declined. And Southeast Polk in field position, not just field position. They will start in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone at the 17-yard line.
Someone get our ref know which team's on offense right now.
Got to help him out a little bit.
He was walking towards the end zone, thinking he was going to get behind the Waukee offense.
And back ready for live action with 9:44 to play in the 2nd quarter. Southeast Polk with the football in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone, leading 7-0. A handoff up the middle, breaking through into the clear. Touchdown Rams! Up the gut, Drew Thompson in for 6. And the Rams lead it by 2 scores.
How about that for Southeast Polk? You get the turnover, get the ball inside the red zone, and on play number 1, Thompson shows a little bit of hesitation at the line of scrimmage and then bursts through the secondary. It's a close play right down at the goal line. The referees call him in. What a start for Southeast Polk.
Exactly what they needed, as Samer Arafa will be on to attempt the PAT. It is up, and it is good. 14-0, Southeast Polk with an early lead over Waukee. 9:35 to play in the 2nd quarter. This is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Strain, welcome back with us here. Our Central Iowa game of the week on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV. 14-0. Southeast Polk with the lead. A 2-yard touchdown run from Vanderwerf, followed up by the 17-yarder from Thompson. And a 2-score lead. Short kickoff grabbed at the 7-yard line. Nearly had a knee down there. Brought out to the 25. Still on his feet. 30. Out past the 30-yard line to the 32. Nice return for Waukee and Jaden Jeter.
Yeah, but we do see a flag on the play. This is going to be a hold. So this will move him 10 yards further back. So that'll put him, instead of starting at around the 32-yard line, they will start at the 11. So that cuts it in thirds. All right, Waukee. Calm down. Take a deep breath. All right, it's still in the second quarter. You still got a lot of time left in this game. Your offense is good. Your quarterback, Beckett Bakker, is good. He can throw the ball very, very, very well. Just take a deep breath. Get the running game going. That'll open up the passing game just a little bit more. You just can't turn the ball over. Get a couple of first downs. That's step number one.
Marked at the 13-yard line. They'll set up a Bakker run. The quarterback bounces it out to the outside. Cut down short of the 20-yard line. Still a nice pickup there. Plenty of time here. 9:20 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah.
As he said, Lucas, no need to get too wild here. Definitely understanding what's happening.
No, we're not to the point where you have to abandon the running game yet. You can still run the ball like we just saw with your quarterback. You can run it with Grant Gamble. We saw him break the one. He got called back for a hold, but still the potential is there.
They'll go up the middle here. Not much room. Maybe a pickup of a yard on the play, and that is going to be it. Good job by the middle of that defense for Southeast Polk, holding Gamble to a pickup of 1.
So the Southeast Polk defensive player that I want to highlight is Jack Hope. He is their junior middle linebacker. He is huge in the middle of that defense right now. He's going just a little bit everywhere. He's plugging up all these gaps.
3rd and 3. They'll run it up the gut again and pushing forward. Near the first down yardage, they will get it to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 4 on 3rd down and 3. Beckett Bakker, boy, he took a lick on that one.
He did, and it's from the guy you just pointed out, Jack Hope. He's reading these plays. Now, Waukee picks up the first down, and that's a good play. And that's what we pointed out at the start of the drive. Just one step at a time. But Jack Hope, that's a heck of a hit from him.
1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide receiver screen out to the left, complete. Up the sideline to the 30, 35. Knocked out of bounds after a pickup of 13. Just a simple pitch and catch out there. Get your wide receiver involved. Nice completion to Sage Yazzie.
Yeah, Sage Yazzie. It's essentially the same thing that we saw them start the game with. The wide receiver screen, it's set up in a little bit of a different wrinkle, but get the ball to your playmakers. They saw Southeast Polk was playing soft coverage out on the outside, so just get it to your playmakers out in space.
Yazzie averaging nearly 15 yards per reception this year. Short completion out, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a late hit on the completion as he was able to find his tight end coming across the field there. So a pickup of 5, but it'll be the personal foul that'll make this one into a big one.
So I think that's going to be catch number 1 on the year for Tavian Boas. That's the senior wideout. That's his first catch of this season. I don't see him in my stat chart anyway. So heck of a way. Game 7 of the year. It's a good time to get your first catch and then tack on an extra 15. So Waukee, this is exactly what we're talking about. Just step by step, chip your way back into this game.
As they move into Southeast Polk territory to the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll go play action again, complete for a first down to the 30 and down at the 28-yard line. Boy, they're finding all kinds of receivers out there. That time it's Javier Gutierrez with his second catch of the year.
Yeah, so a play ago, they go to a guy who just got his first one, and now Gutierrez getting catch number 2. Again, look at this. It's a play action, but the linebackers are crashing so hard. That's what running the ball does. It keeps them honest, and then you're able to throw the slant pass right behind them.
From the 28-yard line, this time it is Gamble. Nothing there in the middle. And you wonder now for Waukee, they're seeing there is just not much room up the gut.
No, there's not, because these Southeast Polk linebackers are huge. They're filling all of these gaps. The defensive line is keeping their offensive blocker right in front of them, not allowing them to create a bigger gap for them. Their Sam Bakker is eating the block, so their Will Bakker can follow behind. So now we're going to see Waukee. We saw them have success with that zone read where the running back could have taken it to the outside, because then essentially what you're doing is you're not blocking a player on the play, but you're still taking them out of it, because if he takes the running back, quarterback's going to keep it.
Waukee on the move, down by 2 scores. They look out to the right. High pass, able to come down with it. Boy, what a catch out there for Evan Jacobson, the big tight end.
Yeah, that's a really good catch. Jacobson, very, very tall. Don't see tight ends used a lot in high school football, especially in the passing game, but he used all of his height on that one. Really needed it. If Beckett Baker, the next step in your development is hold on to that ball for just a split second more, because then you'll be able to see that you had a spot route coming in just behind, and you would have been able to pick up the first down.
3rd down and 3 from the 21-yard line for Waukee, trailing 14-0. Baker sets up the run. He is hit at the 20-yard line, falls forward, but doesn't look like he's going to have enough for the first down after a pickup of a yard.
I think that play was the same thing we saw Southeast Polk do earlier in this game, where we're running a play on 3rd down to set ourselves up for a 4th and manageable, because I don't think there was any hesitation at all that Waukee is going to go for this.
And they will. 4th down and 2 into the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone for Waukee. They need 2 yards, though, to pick up the first down as we sit at 6:05 left to play in the second quarter. Southeast Polk shifting over their defense. We have a whistle, and looks like
it's a false start.
So they shift the defensive lineman there, and it led to a little bobble there from the offensive line.
So that's a rule change that we've seen in college football, where the defense can't all move in unison at the same time to try and get the offensive line to move, especially on these 4th down plays. I don't know if that rule is also a thing in high school football. I don't believe so, because it's new in college this year. So I find it hard to imagine as Waukee's now going to take a timeout to talk about it.
Let's keep it right here. 4th and 7 from the 25-yard line. 5:53 to play in the second quarter. You're down 14-0. You've had a good drive here, but boy, 4th and 7 is just a completely different situation. And you look at the kicking this year for Waukee in the kicking game. Maximus Bruning, he has 3 of 4 on field goals, including a long of 48. He has also missed 3 extra points. Leg strength is not a problem at all for Bruning, but you're looking at a 42-yard field goal, already down 14.
Yeah, we talked about how when the drive started, where you're not to a situation where you're chasing points yet. So a field goal isn't the worst thing in the world. But for the way that Southeast Polk's offense has played thus far, and the way that really your offense has looked on this drive, you know that you're going to be going for this.
They'll work out of the shotgun as Grant Gamble lines up by the quarterback, Beckett Baker. He rolls out to his left. Still rolling, looking, throwing, out near the sideline. Did he come down with it? No signal yet. It is complete to the 16-yard line. Boy, what a throw is. Once again, he's able to find number 10, Tavian Esses.
Designed rollout, so you're able to set up your blocking a lot easier. So he had his tight end short. But he knows, Beckett Baker knows that throwing it short's not going to pick up the first down. It's not going to get us what we need. So, Trent, what I find really impressive is we talked about how the guy hadn't caught a ball all year long, Esses. And now he's got 2 in one drive.
2 huge ones as well. 1st and 10 from the 16 as they put Jacobson in motion, handed off to Gamble. He fights forward for a short gain to the 15, gave him a yard.
All right, so our Waukee got a little bit lucky here. The officials missed. This should have been an illegal shift penalty. Can't get an illegal shift and illegal motion mixed up in my mind. We saw their slot receiver was still getting set by the time that their tight end started going in motion. And the tight end never got reset once his motion started, so technically they had 2 guys going in motion at the same time.
From the 15, 2nd down and 9. Baker going to run for it, dives forward, going to be right near the first down. That is going to depend on the spot. Looks like he's marked right in between the 6 and 7 yard line, close to a first down.
Putting the body on the line. It's nothing fires up your teammates more than when the quarterback's saying, you know what, I'm one of the boys. I'm no specialer than you. I'm going to put my body on the line. So diving a little bit. I thought he might have been trying to hurdle as well. But now he gets up a little bit gimpy, but he's fine. 3rd and short, run the ball.
3rd and 1. They will up the middle. Gamble's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. Grant Gamble from 7 yards away, bursting through the middle of the line. And Waukee gets on the board.
Exactly what they needed. We take a look at the replay here. Watch the Southeast Polk defensive ends. They crash so hard on it where they just completely surround him. But what that means is there's nobody at that next level. Because they crash so hard on the outside, there's nobody left in the middle. And they scored that touchdown fairly easily.
Magnus Bruning on to attempt the PAT, trying to cut the deficit in half here. As a right-footed kicker. Waits for the snap. Hold down, kick on its way. It is up, and it is good. 14-7. Southeast Polk with the lead over Waukee. We got a good one brewing here. Stay right there. We continue the Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Cut in half after the 7-yard touchdown run from Grant Gamble. Oh, excuse me.
Waukee down 7 points now as kick it away here. This one will go into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone for a touchback as we see Southeast Polk's offense make their way onto the field again.
So I was going to mention before the cough got me once again, as you know, I've been battling the cold a little bit this week. Grant Gamble, great wrestler. Show a little wrestling versatility there, kind of ducking inside the line there and getting into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, light on the feet, staying close to the ground. And then you show the strength to get through the defender and get into the end zone. So, yeah, good comparison there. Look at you pulling out the multi-sport athletes in high school.
That's how it's done, just like my buddy Lucas Strain to my right. Multi-sport athlete with the Urbandale Jayhawks. They're in action tonight against Dowling Catholic. We'll bring you scores here coming up in the Urology Center of Iowa halftime show. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after the touchback for Southeast Polk. Hanson looking out to the right, finds a man out there complete. Or a nice gain, to pick up a 6 on first down. Boy, he'll take that every single time.
Oh, every single day of the week. And we see Southeast Polk, well, Waukee really here. They're going back to that soft coverage out on the outside. So what we saw Southeast Polk do a lot in their first drive is, okay, we're going to play simple, just pitch and catch. If you're going to give us those 5 yards, we're going to take it and maybe get a little run after catch action like we saw there. Brings up a 2nd and short.
2nd down and 3 from the 27-yard line as they work out of the pistol formation. Twin receivers to the left for the Rams. And the football off and a first down run to the 31-yard line. Nice pickup of 4 on the play for Vanderwerf.
So Vanderwerf lowering the shoulder there right around the sticks. And here's the ideal world for Southeast Polk here. We got about 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Your offense has looked pretty good. You've been able to run the ball pretty efficiently for the most part. So you want to take as much time off of this clock as you possibly can while still obviously putting some points on the board.
Shotgun throw out to the right, complete again. That is Caden Hills again. Another short pickup on first down, but cut that in half, make it 2nd down and 5.
So a lot of these other Southeast Polk wide receivers, they get lost in communication because so much of the focus is on Sam Zelenovich, and rightfully so. But Caden Hills, he's put together a really good season as well. Over 10 yards per reception, 11.4 this season. There's a pair of touchdowns as well. Zelenovich gets a lot of the attention, but these other guys, you can't forget about them.
From the 37-yard line, 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. Play action. Oh, looking up top. Oh, had him out there. Incomplete. Just overshoots the receiver. Sam Zelenovich had him. Hitch and go, but not to the outside, to the middle of the field.
And it was there. It was there. We see Zelenovich is looking for a flag. And I think he should have gotten one here.
He was yanked.
He was held. You can say maybe he was inside the defender was inside the 5 yards, but I think the ball was already in the air at that point. So that should have been a pass interference.
Instead, it's 3rd down and 4 from their own 37-yard line. 3:52 to go before halftime. Looking, Hansen across the middle, finds Zelenovich. He gets the 1st down. That is such a great play from a receiver.
Yeah, I was watching him that entire play because I wanted to see how he was going to respond from this because, right until the ball was snapped, he was still looking for a penalty. As we see our middle official has gone down on the play. He's down onto his hands and knees. So both teams will make their way over to their sideline. Didn't see what happened to our referee, but he's still down on the turf right now.
He's making his way, at least trying to get back up to his feet, as both teams will make their way over to the sideline. I'm with you. I was taking a peek down right as he went down, and he's still down on one knee. The training staff, though, for both sides are out there keeping an eye on him. He gets back up to his feet. Look like he's stretching out his legs a little bit, so more than likely just got kind of cut up there, got caught in the middle of things. And he appears to be good to go. Well, a little story for you, Lucas. My first time ever as a correspondent on Football Friday nights on KXNO.
Oh, boy.
A long time ago, my first assignment was here at Southeast Polk at the
Was
old
it really?
stadium. And it was the night that their former head coach, Denny Mueller, had a heart attack on the sidelines.
Oh, no.
And I was asked to provide play-by-play commentary of that one.
How'd you do?
Probably not great. Hopefully we're doing better here
Difficult
tonight.
situation.
3:40 to play in the second quarter. 1st down and 10 from the 43. Hansen looking, wide receiver screen, completes Zelenovich to 50, 45 into Waukee territory and a pickup at 12. Boy, he is shifty.
He is so good. Now, number 3 here for Waukee defensively, he's going to, Jaden Jeter, he's going to look at this play and he's going to go, I should have made that tackle. You're put in an impossible situation in that spot. When Zelenovich, a guy with his talent, his skill, when the ball is in his hands, he's nearly impossible to take down in open field.
Zelenovich committed to walk on at Iowa State, and I'm sure there's going to be some Hawkeye fans after he catches about 8 balls against him going to be shaking their head here in a couple of years. 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. They'll pound it forward. Nice gain on 1st down to pick up a 6.
Waukee comes bursting out of the tackle with the football, hoping to get the turnover to go their way. That's something they need right now. But this offensive line right now, Trent, these look at them on CISN. Look how much bigger they are compared to that Waukee defensive line. They're so much stockier, so much more well built. You can see just how big of a push they're getting up front.
2nd and 4 from the 39. Clock continues to tick. Down to 2:35 to play in the second quarter. Out of the gun. Hansen wants to throw, looking across the middle, incomplete. Had Zelenovich there. The pass just past his hands, incomplete.
So we see Holden there. He's pointing to his chest, Holden Hansen, saying, "That's my fault. All right, I missed that throw." That's a couple of times tonight where we've seen just a tick off, and we've still seen Zelenovich has got 7, 8 catches so far in this game. So imagine if they can just get that tick closer, he'd have double digits by now.
2:26 to play in the second quarter. 3rd and 4 for Southeast Polk as they work at the 39-yard line of Waukee. Quarterback power for Hansen. Busts it out to the left, and he's got the 1st down. Boy, such a good athlete, good physical run there of 7.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed with Southeast Polk's play call on that because they had an extra offensive lineman in there, a tight end, and then they had the up back, and it was on the right side. And there was no other running back in the backfield with Hansen in the backfield. So you knew, okay, this is more than likely going to be a quarterback run. but everybody was flowing towards the right side except for one pulling guard towards the left. Gets the entire defense flowing towards that side as flag comes out. We're going to have 12 men on the field.
It is a legal substitution against the offense, so it will remain first down, but becomes 1st and 15. 2:20 to play. So this is the long, methodical line drive that you were mentioning, Lucas, but now back to the 39. Timing becomes a little bit different now.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit different, and they still have their 2 timeouts remaining, so the clock isn't that big of an issue for him. Coach Zelenovich was pretty angry on the sideline there about that 12 men on the field because the guy was trying to run off, but the referee caught him before he can get to the sideline.
2:20 to play as they'll shift the tight end over to the left side of the formation, set up a run to the left side, jumping forward out past the 35. Back near the original line of scrimmage. In fact, give him 6. Another nice run there for Drew Thompson.
Drew Thompson just provides a little bit different running style than Landon Vanderwerf, Southeast Polk starter. Thompson, a little bit smaller. He's a little bit smaller, so he kind of gets lost in the line of scrimmage there. And he hesitates just a little bit more, a little slower to hit the gaps. And as we saw there, that's a good thing.
Minute 50 to play as the Southeast Polk takes another look back over at the sidelines. Rams lead it 14-7 in the final 100 seconds of the first half. Holden Hansen takes the shotgun snap, play action. Pressure comes, rolls to his right, dumps it out complete to Thompson up the right side. He's got the first down out near the 20-yard line. A beautiful play there. Pressure comes, didn't panic, and gets the first down.
This is the best play we've seen from Holden Hansen so far tonight. He was looking to the left. It was a one-man route towards the left side with Zelenovich, and then he dumps it off perfectly just towards his running back Thompson out in the flat and able to pick up the first.
Now there's a flag well down the field. I mean, that's normally where you see like a hold on a wide receiver.
See, Holden Hansen is pointing towards Waukee, so he's saying that this should go against the team in white.
Let's check down. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
So hold on to the first down there, then a pickup of 9. But then an unsportsmanlike conduct against Waukee. Boy, definitely can't afford something like that.
No, and so now it's going to, since we're inside the 30-yard line, this should be half the distance to the goal. So we'll see where the officials officially mark this play. This will get them close to the 10-yard line. So Southeast Polk is set up in a really good situation now. So they have that 12 men on the field penalty. It's like it never happened.
So they're marked at about 11.5-yard line after the half the distance to the goal. Let's call it the 12, just to simplify things. First down and 10, still can get a first down with 1:29 to play. They'll hand it off to Vanderwerf. Nothing there in the middle. First time we've really seen that middle of the Waukee defense really gobble everything up.
Well, they brought a blitz on the outside. Wesley Anderson, their senior player with 28 tackles to lead the team this season, or coming into tonight. The blitz was the perfect time. Perfect time for it. He comes around on the outside and gets towards that middle. Yeah, first time we've really seen him stuffed. In Southeast Polk, they're not too upset with that happening because the clock rolls just a little bit more. Waukee, I think you're probably too late to start calling timeouts of your own here to try and preserve some time. Now it's just play some defense and escape the first half.
Second down and 10 from the 12-yard line for Southeast Polk. Twin receivers to the left, one to the right for Holden Hansen. Now take a look back over at the Southeast Polk sideline as the black and gold-clad Rams get the play call. Down to 8 on the play clock. Hansen out of the gun, looking right, throwing towards the end zone. Back shoulder throw, bobbled around, but incomplete. It was caught after the third bobble, but out of bounds. It'll be third down.
Yeah, that's really good coverage on the outside there by Waukee. There was little to no separation, really just nowhere for that ball to be thrown. Kind of almost lucky that Waukee didn't intercept it there as Southeast Polk. But yeah, made the catch just a little bit too late.
3rd and 10, 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Holden Hansen's put together a solid first half performance for the Rams. Looking for one more. Before that, though, we're going to get a timeout on the field. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Welcome back alongside Lucas Strain. I'm Trent Condon. 40 seconds left to play before halftime. 3rd and 10 from the 12-yard line for Southeast Polk. A hugely important play.
Yeah, so we know where Southeast Polk is going to be looking to go with this ball. They're going to go to Sam Zelenovich. They're all everything wide receiver. If you're Waukee, you got to think about bracketing him here.
He's lined up in the left slot, looking his way towards the end zone. Zelenovich, incomplete. Great coverage on the outside by Waukee's Bakker.
No, that's not Beckett Baker. That's quarterback's not out there playing safety. That's Jaden
we saw
Jeter.
it a week ago.
Jaden Jeter. We did see it a week ago. That's Jaden Jeter on the outside.
The 2 and 3 threw me off.
Well, he also has one of those back plates on.
He does.
His jersey's riding up on it, so you can't see the bottom of it. I can only tell because Beckett Baker's got the one arm sleeve on his left hand. I know.
You're much more locked in than I am.
I pay attention to what players are wearing for drip. You got to look at the drip.
It'll be a field goal opportunity now for Southeast Polk, trying to take a 2-score lead. The field goal is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it is good. 29-yard field goal knocked through by Southeast Polk, and they take a 17-7 lead. That one looms big there, a field goal situation for Southeast Polk that's been up and down throughout the year, but Arafa is able to find in between the uprights.
And he turns it into a 2-score game. We know just how important that really is. So that's a really important drive for Southeast Polk because they got the ball with a little less than 5 minutes to go. And then you have a couple of penalties that bring you back, but you're still able to drive the ball down the field, pick up a couple of 3rd down conversions, take as much time off the clock as possible. Waukee only has 30 seconds to go and try and score. I don't think it's going to happen.
Going to be tough here, looking for something big on the return, and you do wonder, you got something up your sleeve here. If you have a reverse, something in that range, if this is about the time you pull it out.
Well, so I'm happy you bring that up because just last week, Southeast Polk was burnt on a fake reverse handoff from Johnston. They scored a long touchdown run on it. So that is something that Southeast Polk has shown that they are vulnerable to. So Waukee, that's good thinking there, Trent. They might have something stashed up the sleeve.
As they are back deep to receive, got a couple of returners back there, including Jaden Jeter. Not Beckett Baker. You're right, that back play got me.
It's the back play because these jerseys riding up, couldn't see the bottom of the number.
They'll kick it off from the 40-yard line. And it's a high, short kickoff. That's going to hit at the 16. Still a live ball. Finally grabbed there by Jeter. He's going to be ripped down at the 15-yard line. No chance to return. And you see this also happen often. People not realizing that's a live football on kickoff.
Your returner just goes, Peter, poison, whatever your word of choice is, and get away from the ball because they think it's like a punt. No, that's just like an onside kick. That is a live ball, so a good job from Jeter to get up on it. So a nice couple of plays there for the junior.
We'll see if Waukee just going to be content, run this one back to the locker room, if they're going to take any shots here. Trailing 17-7 with 26 seconds left. Back up at their own 15-yard line. Southeast Polk with one timeout left, Waukee with 2. Baker wants to throw, now trying to run forward. Able to fight forward for a short game, but a great tackle there by Kane Brockman.
Waukee decides to take the timeout. Kind of surprising there. I thought after the minimal gain, 16 seconds to go, I would have thought, all right, let's just take it into the half. But nope, Coach Baker has something else in mind.
From their own 16-yard line after the 1-yard gain there from Beckett Baker, the quarterback. Well, the problem is Southeast Polk, they got a timeout themselves.
They do.
You throw an incompletion here, you don't get much on 3rd down. They can use that timeout.
Timeout, at least get the punt return.
Yeah.
Maybe your punter drops the punt. trouble with the snap. The ball is free. It was like we just saw, like we saw Michigan State a couple of years ago.
It's almost Waukee almost has to run the football now here.
They have to. We're getting into the Bills-Texans situation that we saw just a week ago in the NFL. So you have to run the ball. You have to milk the clock. That's why I wouldn't have used the timeout there.
16 seconds left. We'll see what they got set up from their own 16-yard line. Waukee trailing 17-7. They're going to roll Bakker out to his left, throws it. Got the short man there. That's Jacobson, complete for a pickup of a yard, but that'll be it. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the first half. Bakker with another completion just for a yard. Second catch of the night for Evan Jacobson. And that, with 2 seconds left, we get another timeout.
Yeah, we do have a timeout.
Now we got the Southeast Polk students already chanting overrated with a 10-point lead 2 seconds before halftime. I'm going to have to say it's a little earlier than what I'm used to hearing that chant.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they've all hatched. So, interesting timeout. 2 seconds left. You're not going to run a lateral play because that leaves you vulnerable to it going the other way. Your quarterback doesn't have the arm strength to run a Hail Mary.
No.
You're not throwing it 100 yards in the air.
No. Yeah.
So maybe just a draw. You think, you know what? Let's just take one more play. Not a draw.
He's going to throw. Pressure comes across the middle. Looking and incomplete. Was able to try to chuck it out there to Jeter, but comes up empty, and that's how the first half comes to a close. Southeast Polk 17, Waukee 7. It's the Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 FM and video streaming at CISN TV. Southeast Polk, Lucas, we wondered how they were going to respond after being blown out a week ago. Boy, they responded in a big-time way.
Well, it was one of my keys to the game is where they have to start this game hot. They have to start it quick because that's just not what they did a week ago against Johnston. 3-3 on the season, the three-time defending state champs. How are they going to respond? They come out on their first drive offensively. They go and score a touchdown. Their first drive defensively, they get a fumble on play number 1. You score another touchdown. You take a 14-0 lead. Then you have about a 4-minute drive towards the end of the half where you get field goals out of it and make it a 2-score game. This is exactly what Southeast Polk needed. They needed to get out to a hot start. That's what they've done.
Coming up, the Urology Center of Iowa halftime show presented by Iowa Corn. We will bring you some scores from around the area and a whole lot more here from Southeast Polk High School. 17-7, once again, our halftime score. Southeast Polk with the lead over Waukee as we continue. Stay right there. We're back with more here in a moment.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
DeArmond CDJR Knoxville with these outstanding offers. New Grand Cherokee 4xe Trailhawk with up to $13,000 off. New Dodge Hornet RT also up to $13,000 off. New Jeep Gladiator Sports receive 14% off MSRP. And new 2024 Ram 1500 Bighorns with over $10,000 off. And we want your trade. Receive $300 to $500 more or we will buy it from you. Incredible savings at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Strain, Trent Condon back with you as we have reached halftime at Southeast Polk High School. The Rams with a 17-7 lead over Waukee. Halftime show presented by the Urology Center of Iowa and Iowa Corn. Well, Lucas, a start that we mentioned necessary for Southeast Polk. Waukee, though, after trailing 14-0, able to get back into the football game. But certainly two teams. We talked about the importance of this one. You could tell two hungry teams out there here tonight.
I don't like using the term must win in the regular season, especially when we still have 2 weeks to go after this.
Yeah.
But you really could. You have a really good case to call this a must-win game for the Rams. Looking at the schedule that they have the rest of the way. They're on the road at Valley Stadium to face Dowling next week. And then they're on the road against Lincoln. You can't chalk up any game in this league as a win. So you look at that. Maybe they lose this game, then lose against Dowling. Even if you win against Lincoln, 4-5. We saw Valley get into the playoffs last year with it, but you don't want to take that risk. So this really was a must-win game for Southeast Polk, and they've showed up early. But the thing is, it kind of was a must-win game for Waukee as well, because following a loss, we looked at the RPI system, they're ranked number 13. A loss tonight, you're probably going to go down to about 16, 17, 18 on the list. That's right at the bubble. And if you're on the outside looking in, that's not where you want to be in the most obvious terms. So, yeah, very important game for both of these teams tonight. And really, in the easiest way possible, we've seen one team show up and the other one hasn't.
Looking at the numbers here from the first half of action, Waukee. Bakker, 8 of 12 for 81 yards. He's been solid. How about this, though? Grant Gamble, 6 carries, 15 yards, and 7 of them came on that touchdown run that he had. They've been able to bottle up the leading rusher for Waukee very well defensively in this one. On the other side, Holden Hansen, boy, he's throwing the football a lot more than we anticipated coming into the night.
Yeah, we see Southeast Polk has run the ball quite a bit. Most of the time in this Rams passing attack, they get it to Zelenovich, and that's about it. But they're doing a little bit more than that. We've seen Caden Hills has a couple of catches in this game. Only had 11 coming into it on the season. Had 2 both on one drive. Southeast Polk throwing it a little bit more. Holden Hansen throwing it down the field a little bit more than we expected. That's what I like seeing Southeast Polk just doing a little bit of self-scouting, changing things up offensively, and it might be because of how much Waukee loves to blitz.
Holden Hansen in the first half, 13 of 19 throwing for 105 yards.
19 pass attempts in the first half of high school football.
And he's thrown it 146 times total coming into action here tonight. He's been sharp. And he's helped Southeast Polk out to this lead as the Rams try to move their way above Mount 500, sitting at 3-3 on the season. Waukee at 4-2. We'll take a break here as we continue on the Urology Center of Iowa halftime show presented by Iowa Corn. When we come back, we will get a little bonus coverage here on the radio side and get you ready for the second half of action. Southeast Polk a 17-7 lead at the half over Waukee. We continue in a moment. This is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
October savings at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 custom 4x4s with up to $8,000 off. New HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. 5 all-new 2025 Chevy Equinox in stock. Receive up to $8,000 off Sierra 1500 SLTs and $3,000 off new GMC Terrain. And we want your trade. Receive $300 to $500 more or we'll buy it from you. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over Waukee in our Central Iowa Game of the Week. Well, you can hear myself and my radio partner here on the high school football airwaves, Lucas Strain. Each weekday, I'm on from noon to 2. Lucas takes you home from 2 until 6 on The Drive. And part of our coverage each and every week, talking plenty of Hawkeyes and Cyclones. Little bonus coverage here for you at the half. Tom Kaker from HawkeyeReport.com previewing Iowa.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
It's the DeArmond Ford Kickoff event. Score big on a new 2024 F-150 XLT with 3.9% for 66 months, plus a total savings of $8,250. Get a new 2024 Bronco Badlands with a total savings of $6,000 and special incentives on new Ford SUVs like the 2024 Ford Escape and Bronco Sport, and the new 2024 Edge and Expedition with big savings. All at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
And Condon, noon to 2 on the Iowa Sports Radio Network and here locally in Central Iowa on 106.3 KXNO. Back with you here in our Central Iowa game of the week. Southeast Polk a 17-7 lead over Waukee. Lucas Strain getting ready for the start of the second half here. You talked about a fast start for Southeast Polk, and they got that in the first half.
Yeah, exactly what they were looking for, and it's exactly what they got. So see the first touchdown here on their very first drive, march right down the field, a quick handoff up the middle and punching it into the end zone, the exact start that the Rams were looking for.
Vanderwerf in from 2 yards away. They took a 7-0 lead as Arafa hit the PAT, but they were not done.
No, they follow it up here. Little hesitation in the middle from Thompson, and then uses the breakaway speed up the middle and through the secondary. Gives Southeast Polk the 14-0 lead. Tough hill for Waukee to climb up from that point.
Down 14-0 though. Waukee got the response that they needed, getting right back into the football game as they went to the ground themselves with Gamble.
Yeah, 3 rushing touchdowns so far in this game. This capped off what was about an 85-yard drive. They started around their own 12 to 15-yard line. Gamble going right up the middle. So interesting. We know about how successful these quarterbacks are. Beckett Baker with 14 passing touchdowns on the year. Holden Hansen with 8, 6 of them to Sam Zelenovich, and all 3 touchdowns have come on the ground.
Sam Arafa added a field goal towards the end of the first half, and that's where we are right now. 17-7. Our score here in our Central Iowa Game of the Week. Thank you to Iowa Corn for our halftime report, along with the Urology Center of Iowa. 12 minutes on the clock as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. Waukee will get the football, and an important drive here. They're all important, down by 2 scores, but after the slow start, Waukee really needs to get going.
Yeah, especially their offense is a very dynamic. It's a very dynamic unit. So let's pay attention to this kickoff too, because remember we saw Southeast Polk pooch one and nearly get on it.
A line drive this time as it skips at the 4-yard line, but a chance at a return. Brought out from the 1-yard line, but just going to get back to the 20. And that will be it, and that's where Waukee will start the second half.
Okay, so Waukee, what we need to see offensively from them is, well, obviously it starts up front with the offensive line. Their running game, it was essentially non-existent in that first half. Trent, you had the stats to back that one up. What was Grant Gamble's final line in the first half?
6 carries, 15 yards.
And 7 of them came on the rushing touchdown, correct? So that would make it 5 carries for 8 yards. You need to run the ball because that's what opens up your passing game. We've seen them have a little bit of success when they go into play action and slant routes over the middle.
They'll start from their own 21-yard line, put a man in motion, jet sweep motion, hand it off to him. Up the left side, cutting back at the 20 towards the middle of the field. It'll be a short gain, was able to get something out of it. First time, though, we've seen that sweep motion out to the outside as they hand it to Ben Case-Hobb.
Well, if you can't run the ball up the middle, which is what we saw them have a lack of success of in the first half, get it to your speedsters on the outside. So Case-Hobb, just hand it to him. Give it to the junior. He's got a couple of carries on the season thus far. Just let him use his speed on the outside.
Going to go sideline to sideline against this physical Southeast Polk team. This time bouncing it outside and escorted out of bounds near the 25-yard line. It'll be no gain for Gamble.
Tried to use a decoy there. Use Case-Hobb going the other direction on the motion. Maybe the defense will flow with it, but give it to Gamble trying to run back up to that short side. Just good job by Southeast Polk staying home. Nobody's crashing too hard. All right, brings up a big third down. Beckett Baker is a very accomplished quarterback in his high school career. We've seen a lot of designed rollouts so far in this game. See if we see something similar here where they're gonna go with a levels concept on the outside.
Third down and 8 for Baker, looking up the right side. Ball incomplete. It was a bit high for Inman. Bounded off of his hand, and luckily for Waukee, falls to the turf.
It was open. The play was open there. Inman was open over the middle of the field, and it would have been a first down. Passes just a touch high from Beckett Baker. You see the frustration on him. You can tell Beckett Baker is just a tick off tonight, not up to the usual status that we watch him play at.
And a quick 3-and-out here for the Waukee offense, trailing by 10 to begin the second half. 17-7 as they will bring out the punt unit onto the field, punting it away from their own 24-yard line. Pressure comes, nearly got to it, maybe did. Get a piece in a very short punt, covered up at the 34-yard line. It'll just be a 10-yard punt as the pressure came right up the middle.
Yes, we're going to look at the replay here on CISN. There's the pressure up the middle towards the outside. I don't think that was blocked. You saw the official in the back say that it was. He gave the tip signal. Maybe he saw something from that angle where he's at, but it looked to me like he just shanked it.
Yeah, you saw the pressure there, but we saw the outside defender there on the punt blocked unit. Didn't even get his arm up.
No, I don't think this was touched. The referee, again, maybe he saw something different because he gave the indication that it was tipped.
And he's a lot closer than we are.
He is a lot closer, and he can see it at a different angle. Yes, he can hear it. So maybe we are wrong, but just from the naked eye, it didn't look like it was titched.
10-yard punt as they'll set up a wide receiver screen, complete out to the right side. Not much room out there. Good work in coverage by Waukee's defense. It'll be just a short pickup of the play of 2.
Yeah, again, they're going to different receivers. Gabe Wheeler, the senior wide receiver for the Rams, only had 6 catches coming into this game. So when so much of the focus goes to Sam Zelenovich, why not try and get your other guys involved? And again, they love these wide receiver screens, don't they?
Get it to your guys in space as they line up 3 wide receivers out to the left side. Now back a look at the sideline as the play clock ticks inside of 10 seconds left here as we play in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun, Holden Hansen. Play action. Got a man out there complete. Near a first down. They're going to give it to him. And not sure if that was an RPO, able to find Zelenovich for a pickup of 8.
Logan Meager, the senior defensive player for Waukee, he's a middle linebacker. He nearly reads this perfectly. He's a half step quicker. That's a pick 6. That's a touchdown going the other way. He's just a tad slow. You're right, Trent. I don't know if that was an RPO or if Holden Hansen just said, okay, you know what? I see this mismatch. I'm just going to throw this quick little 5-yard hitch route. It wasn't a fastball. Like I said, it's going the other way.
Tick inside of 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Southeast Polk with the football, leading 17-7. They'll hand it off. Vanderwerf, big hole up the right side. He's upended at the 16-yard line.
Hole was huge. You could have driven a pickup truck through that hole there on the right side. That's what this Southeast Polk offensive front has done, and it's what they've done for years. We know about the guy who's playing down at Alabama now. And so it's a sore subject, but that's what Southeast Polk means. Like they might be. Okay, so they're going on this. The purpose of this is, they're going to try and go on this hard count. There's no play designed at all, no play called. They just want to see if there's any blitzing backer. See here, right there, the exact thing that we just saw. No play was called. We saw both the quarterback and the running back point to the same player. They weren't close to jumping off sides. They're pointing out a blitzer.
As they hand it to Vanderwerf, he fights forward to the 5-yard line, maybe makes the 4. It'll set up a third down and manageable. He can get a first down here inside the 5-yard line.
So we've seen what they've had success with so far on this drive, and that's running the ball. They already have 2 rushing touchdowns in this game, both of them inside the red zone, one of them inside the 5. So situation. You're up 10 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's a 4th and 5 from the 6-yard line, so you can still pick up the first down without scoring the touchdown, but you're in a situation where you probably are still going for it.
See if they're looking towards the end zone here. Waukee 7. We continue more high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
24-7 our score, Lucas, and it's not a backbreaker. Still plenty of time, but that was a big one for the Rams.
Yeah, that's a really important drive as this kick goes into the end zone. A couple of different kicks from Southeast Polk so far tonight. A pooch, a line drive. This one goes into the end zone for a touchback, so they're keeping Waukee on their toes when it comes to the special teams department. So, Waukee. I'm going to go back to what I said the last time they drove down for a touchdown. They were down 14-0 at that point. Okay, you got to take a deep breath. That's first step. You got to relax. This game is not over. There's still 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. First step, got to get that first down.
As they will look out to the right side.
There's a dropped screen towards Maverick Inman. So that is the second drop that we've seen from Inman in this half. They also had a drop for a first down in the first half. Don't forget about the fumble on their first play from scrimmage and a muffed punt. So we've just seen mistake after mistake for Waukee.
Waukee raced out to a record, 2 consecutive losses, and down by 17 here. Run it out. Baker near the first down stick, going to be close, and I believe he's going to be just short of the first down. Looking at the sticks there. They're moving.
You got everybody going towards that left side. And then you move Beckett Baker, who's great running the ball, over towards his right. There was nobody home for Southeast Polk. Good start for Waukee.
From the 31, they'll hand it off. Gamble left side. Gamble able to scurry outside. He gets a first down and pick up a 13. Longest run of
best job the offensive line has done so far tonight. Watch the side. The double team originally. Number 3 tries to spin back inside, loses contain. That's the important part. Waukee is able to get towards the outside. There's nobody there in the second level to make the tackle.
Halfway through the third quarter as they hand it to Gamble again out to the 48-yard line. Pick up a 4 on first down. And, yeah, you're down 17, but you want to go quick, but you don't want to hurry. Isn't that the old John Wood line?
Yeah, you want to go quick, but you can't hurry because once you hurry is once you start to make a couple of mistakes. So they want to go quick, yeah, but the most important thing is obviously just moving the ball down the field. And if your best way to move it right now is the running game, then that's what you got to do.
Out of the shotgun again, play action this time, across the middle, incomplete. Well high, incomplete. Boy, we've watched a lot of Beckett Baker throughout his career. This is as off as I think we've seen him throwing the football.
Yeah, and that happens. You know, even in the pros, you're going to see quarterbacks just have an off game. I think Beckett Baker might have predetermined this one on this RPO. He just decided immediately, I'm going to throw this. You and I both saw that wasn't the right read. The backer was there. He probably threw that high on purpose, or at least I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because if he threw it to a normal spot, that would have been an interception.
3rd and 6, looking to throw again, cross the middle's got Jacobson complete for a first down into Ram territory to the 42-yard line. Stood tall there, and the 13-yard completion.
So you need a first down. Who should you go to? Go to your steady hand, big target, number 86, junior Evan Jacobson. Gets the first down. So, again, Beckett Baker, just take a deep breath and relax.
Hands it off to Gamble. He's got a nice hole up the gut to the 36-yard line and pick up a 6 on first down. as we tick inside of 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Southeast Polk leading 24-7.
The difference on this drive for Waukee has been this offensive line. The push that they're getting, you can see the difference. It's night and day from their other drives thus far. Their running backs, Gamble's getting 3 yards down the field before he's even touched.
Zone read here, handed off to Gamble. He's got the first down and more inside the 30-yard line, down to the 27. A pickup of 9. And this Waukee offense looking as good as it has all night long.
And it's because they're getting to the running game. They're not abandoning it despite being down to 17 points. And I like that. They're not panicking right now. You hit the panic button later. Now is not the time. And using the read option, I like it. I like it a lot.
Spread them out, 4 wide receivers looking to throw. Now looking up the left side. Got a man out there that is complete to the 15, down to the 11-yard line. A pickup of 17. As he's able to chuck it out there to Jeter.
Beckett Baker recognizing that Southeast Polk is sitting back in zone coverage on this. So what's he do? Scrambles out towards his left side, and then he does the old Michael Vick thing where he's going to make the defender decide, all right, you're going to come get me, or are you going to stay back with the receiver? Goes up to Baker. He throws it up over his head.
Hands it off to Gamble. Gamble tries to cut back at the 10, spins forward to the 9, but a short gain, just got 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 9.
Situation of going to the well just a couple too many times on that situation. Yeah, they were able to get 2 yards, but that would have been really their bread and butter so far in this drive, is getting it to Gamble on the outside. This time Southeast Polk, the secondary, able to read that. They figured, okay, we've seen this formation a couple of times in this drive. We know where they're going with it that time. Able to predict nicely and make the tackle for just a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line, out of the shotgun. Baker going to chuck it up into the end zone, looking for Inman. Incomplete, but here comes a flag. It is incomplete now. This is something we have to always remind our listeners and our viewers of. High school rule for pass interference, much different. As the Southeast Polk crowd not happy with the call, I think they got the right one.
Yeah, we're going to look at the replay here. Oh, yep, there we go. There's our replay on CISN. So it's going to be at the bottom of the screen here. Let's see. Do we see a jersey tug? I think there's contact both ways there, but probably the right call. So remind us, Trent, how is pass interference different at the high school level?
So it is not an automatic first down on a pass interference call. You still have to get the first down. So it is a loss of down, as you see up there on the sticks. It is a 2nd down, half the distance to the goal, also not spotted at the 1 or 2 yard line.
So not a loss of down, replay the down.
Replay the down, exactly. So It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 5-yard line. They'll run the football to the right and going to be marked down. Boy, that's going to be really close to the first down. Again, they can get a first down here at the 1-yard line. Didn't get it there, though.
No, they didn't. And I know they're not going to do it, but personal preference, I would like to see them get under center here and try and use a little bit of strength, a little bit of power. So if you're not going to go under center, let Beckett Baker make the read. I would do another type of zone option where you let him make the choice. Is he going to keep it or hand it off?
They'll hand it off to Gamble up the middle. He's got the first down, fighting for the goal line. It is going to be just short. He did get enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 1-yard line for Waukee.
I thought he got enough of it when I saw it live. I thought he rolled over, was never down. So we looking at it here, that should have been a touchdown.
Yep, you're exactly right. He fought his way into the end zone, but they blew it dead. 1st and goal from inside the 1. They will line up under center. Beckett Baker, the quarterback. A little miscommunication there. The timing was off. And still waiting for a signal. No, going to say he was stopped short. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 1. Most importantly for Waukee, though, time's running out.
The time is running, and that could be a situation.
14 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, this could be a situation of ball don't lie a little bit, because Beckett Baker, you said miscommunication. He wanted the snap earlier, so he was under center. He was moving forward by the time the snap was made. That's illegal. Southeast Polk sideline was erupting for a flag. There should have been one.
And they'll set up the quarterback run to the right side, into the end zone. Touchdown. Waukee. Beckett Baker, this time out of the gun. Instead of lining up under center, enough of that. I'll just take it out of the shotgun and power my way in for 6.
Yeah, as we take a look at the replay here, nice lead block from Gamble. Gets just enough contact. That's an impossible situation for Southeast Polk to make that play. So Waukee, you did your job. Took a lot of time off the clock, but the most important thing was you put 6 on the board.
On to attempt the PAT is Magnus Bruning for the Waukee Warriors. Snap back, hold down, kick high in the air and in. Southeast Polk 24, Waukee 14. We got a ball game with 1:39 left to play in the third quarter. Stay right there. We continue. This is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming CISN TV.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
1:39 left to play in the third quarter. Southeast Polk 24, Waukee 14. After the 1-yard touchdown run from Beckett Baker. Chance at a big return up to the right side. Out near midfield, finally brought down. It'll be a horse collar and add even more to it on the big return for Southeast Polk and Drew Thompson.
So that's exactly what you're looking to avoid if you're Waukee. You get the big, long drive to pull back within 10, make it a 2-score game. All you want to do is just keep this game close. You know, your defense really needs to stop. You give up a long return, gets to the 45-yard line, and then you're going to tack on the extra horse collar penalty. So now Southeast Polk is going to start this drive in Waukee territory, exactly what they were looking for following the Waukee touchdown.
They'll march it all the way into Waukee territory to the 38-yard line. That's where Southeast Polk will begin with 92 seconds to play in the third quarter. This is the time you get that big, hefty offensive line moving. They've been able to run the football effectively at times here this evening, and trying to get Vanderwerf, Thompson, and company going on the ground. First down and 10 from the Waukee 38-yard line. Before that, though, they'll throw it out to Zelenovich. Short pitch and catch. Now, basically like a run there and a pickup of 4 on the play.
Yeah, so this is just an extension of their running game. So we talked about Holden Hansen's stat line in the first half. He had 19 passing attempts, and we both thought that was really, really high. That's not what we expected coming into this game. But these little short routes on the outside, their offensive line isn't going into a pass pro set. They're going down the field. So this is just an extension of their running game because they know they're going to get the ball out as quickly as they are.
Second down and 6 after the pickup. They come to the line of scrimmage, then look back over at the sideline with 8 seconds left on the play clock. Out of the pistol, it's Vanderwerf. Big hole up the middle. He's got the first down to the 26-yard line, a pickup of 8.
First time we've really seen Vanderwerf use his speed in this game. We've seen his wrestling skills where he's able to use his strength and he's using his patience. But this time he kind of just says, you know what, I'm putting my foot in the ground and I'm going to go. He goes downhill running attack. Fastest I think we've seen Vanderwerf run so far tonight. There's the blitzer. There it is from what we've seen from Southeast Polk. They're going on this hard count and they're going to figure out where Waukee's blitzing before the play starts.
Showing some work off the left side of the formation offensively. They will hand it off, bouncing it to the outside. Big hole out there. Still on his feet before finally stepping out of bounds at the 13. A pickup of 14 for Drew Thompson.
And this is why Southeast Polk wants to know where Waukee is blitzing from. They're just going to run the ball the other way. So we're not going to waste somebody blocking you. We're just going to run away from you. And that's exactly what we saw there.
Into the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone with 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Southeast Polk leading Waukee 24-14, and the Rams looking for more. Out of the shotgun, Holden Hansen will hand the football off. Thompson rolling his way back, fighting forward inside the 10. Nice pickup there on first down. We go to the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk leading Waukee by 10, 24-14. As we come back, this is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN.TV.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Lucas Strain back with you. Second down and 5 for Southeast Polk, leading by 10 as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson on the run out to the right, near a first down. Going to be just shy of that one. Boy, this ground game just continuing to pick up momentum for Southeast Polk.
Drew Thompson, the backup running back for the Rams. He's the one who had the big, long return on the kickoff following Waukee's latest score. We've seen him a lot in this drive. He only came into this game. He came into this game with only 26 carries. So he's averaging about 4 carries a game so far. He's definitely gone over that number so far in this game. So a nice 50-50 split. And Trent, you and I were talking, Waukee, they got to be blitzing right now.
Third down and a yard from the 1. They're just going to push the pile forward. They'll get the first down all the way to the 1-yard line. And that's that big physical O-line.
Yeah, that's the Southeast Polk. What they did there was it wasn't your traditional QB sneak where your quarterback is going to be low. Hansen, as soon as he gets the ball, it looks like he's just running downfield because that's how much of a push that Southeast Polk got originally. They're huddling up here, and I think the whole point of the huddle is you want to take this clock down. You are now to the point where you're going to take as much time off the clock as possible. They should run the exact same play here, and it looks like they're going to.
Line up for that tush-push kind of formation. Quarterback sneak. Hold it. Hansen powers his way in behind the Southeast Polk Ram line. Southeast Polk 30, Waukee 14.
Holden Hansen leads his team in rushing touchdowns this season, picks up his 5th here. That's Jalen Hurts style of rushing touchdown where it's about as easy as it gets for you. Big, powerful back, but as long as you can follow that offensive line, you're going to do just fine. Very easy score for Holden Hansen. Very important score for the Rams. Makes it a 3-score game again.
Samar Arif on to attempt the PAT. He is perfect again. He is 4 for 4 in extra points, and he's also knocked in a field goal as Southeast Polk leads it 31-14. We continue with more in a moment. This is high school football.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
To high school football on 96.9 The Bull.
Trent Gunn and Lucas Strain back with you with 10:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk a 31-14 lead, and what a response from the Rams after being drubbed a week ago from Johnston 34-0. Here's a high short kick grabbed at the 23-yard line and a short return to the 27. Those up backs, you're never real confident on those ones, are you?
No, your coach isn't too confident either. It's like, you're there to block. Yeah. You're there to be blocking. And again, Southeast Polk doing something a little bit different on every kickoff. Saw a pooch, this one more of a pop fly where they were trying to catch an up back off guard. Saw a touchback through the back of the end zone, but keeping everybody on their toes when it comes to the special teams.
Brady Schuler on the return of tight end for the Rams. Now, you're too young. You don't remember Mickey Schuler, a great tight end for the Jets back in the 80s. Or maybe
nope.
Could be his grandson. I'm not sure if there's any connection there. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line as they'll hand the football off to Gamble. Trying to cut back. Not much room there against a stout Southeast Polk Ram defense. A pickup of 3 on the play.
So now we see Waukee is getting back to the line of scrimmage rather quickly. Now with 10.5 minutes to go, you're no longer in the point where you can be taking your time. You really have to be throwing the ball down 3 scores, but how we saw them get down the field last drive was running it.
They'll work out of the gun for Beckett. Baker wants to throw across the middle, complete to Inman, but just not much room there. Again, this defense has been stout tonight, a pickup of 2.
So what they're doing is they're taking away the explosive plays for Waukee. Waukee and Beckett Baker, they're so used to being able to throw the ball down the field, get some big chunk plays, big chunk yardage as we're going to see a timeout. Oh, no, we have an injured player. It looks like a cramp. That's for Waukee. That's Sage Yazzie, the senior receiver, has a catch tonight. Yeah, they're stretching him out. That's just a cramp. So he'll be just fine.
Got it up in the air, down the field. That's a wide receiver. I mean, he just ran 20 yards, and all of a sudden cramps right up on you, and they'll get him stretched up. Well, unseasonably warm here once again this evening, making our way still in the 80s here before we got to kickoff time tonight. And I will tell you, as somebody that has now covered high school football for a very long time, played high school football well before that, not very often in the middle of October you see many cramps.
No. You see it a lot during game 1 of the season, as we've seen each of the last 2 years. See a lot of cramps then. Yeah, this is our first cramp tonight. First cramp we've seen in a while, actually, I want to say. But look how far down the field Yazzie is. He is 20, 25 yards down the field. And Beckett Baker just never, he can't look at him. He can't throw down the field because Southeast Polk is playing this zone prevent type of defense where Waukee just they're so dependent on their explosive plays, and Southeast Polk is just taking that away.
Martinson in the middle of that defense for Southeast Polk as he trots back out there, the defensive tackle position, joined by Ward Taylor on the left side of the defensive line. 3rd down and 3 for Waukee. Baker wants to run it, bounces it out. He's got the first down as he's shoved out of bounds. A little extra bump there. No flag. It'll be a first down, though, for the Warriors.
Yeah, good no call from the officials there. Beckett Baker, he didn't flop by any means, but it wasn't a 15-yard penalty. I thought it was a good job from the Stripes there. So, 3rd down and 3, we know that they have to throw the ball, but the most important part is running it, is picking up the first down, mind you. So that's why they run it. So it's a good play call. Now you really got to start picking up the pace.
From their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10, they'll throw it out. Long throw, it is complete. Cutting back and a short gain out there for Jeter as he gets 5.
Yeah, Jeter cuts it back in towards the inside, gets an extra yard or 2 on it. He could have gotten towards the sideline and gotten out of bounds. This clock continues to run. Again, Waukee that was a pass that was 3 yards down the field. They can't throw anything further than 5.
And yet the safety's playing pretty close here as they'll hand the football off this time.
Starting to change things.
Short gain out to the 50-yard line, but that will be it. It'll be 3rd down for the Warriors.
Yeah, so Southeast Polk this time, they move up towards the line of scrimmage just a little bit more. You got to give different looks. So 3rd and 3, what we saw last time on the other side of the field, on the left hash, we saw Waukee run a quarterback power towards the short side. They're in the same formation here with the running back towards the right, and there it is, the quarterback power.
This time, though, not much running. Oh, it comes out of the pile. Still on his feet. Up the sideline. Bakker cuts back at the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Waukee. A 50-yard touchdown run by Bakker. Looked like he was stopped short of the line to gain. He kept going up the sideline and in for 6. Wow.
Of course, this is high school football, so we're not going to, there's no replay here. Depending on how it was called on the field, that's going to be a touchdown. Was he down? It looked like maybe the right forearm was the closest thing. Knees certainly were never down. That's something you're going to want to look at Huddle for again later on.
We'll get another peek at it here also on CISN TV. It is a 50-yard touchdown, our biggest play of the night.
Oh, botched hold.
And now rolling out to the left, trying to get to the corner and in, but not going to happen. The conversion attempt is no good. 31-20 is our score. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, get you another look at that replay. If you're watching with us on CISN TV, stay right there. We're back with more here in a moment.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Beckett Bakker on one we'll watch again if you're watching along with us on the Central Iowa Sports Network. 50-yard touchdown was Bakker down as we're watching here. He spun, and boy, it is so hard to see that right knee. So the tackler tried to spin him to the turf. He landed on top of him, did that right knee hit. We're watching again. Oh, maybe it was a left knee.
Left knee.
Yes.
I don't think so. I think that's the right call from the officials.
Wow, it's so close. They let it go, which you're completely okay with on a close play. Now an onside, but it's gobbled up right at midfield. Good heads-up play there by Sam Reed, one of the upmen for Southeast Polk. He was Johnny on the spot.
Reed, you're going to get complimented when it comes to watching film time because you did your exact job. It's the type of onside kick that we saw. Pat McAfee has a pretty viral video of himself doing it where the kicker kicks it and they try and recover it themselves just 10 yards down the field. But heads-up play by Southeast Polk. Really good job. Like I said, you're going to get complimented when it comes to film time. Trent, how important is that missed extra point now?
Looming large. What becomes an 11-point game. Doing the math, that means Waukee going to have to get a field goal and a touchdown with the 2-point conversion. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But great field position also for Southeast Polk after the onside opportunity. Remember the kickoff from the 40-yard line as they'll hand it off. Big hole left side. Vanderwerf near the first down, and he's going to get it a pickup of 10 on first.
There is a flag on the play as well. It came from the middle official right at the first down marker. Came in at the tail end of this play. So Southeast Polk is indicating that it is against Waukee. We'll see what the official says.
It's a face mask penalty. So tack on after the 10-yard run from Vanderwerf. Throw the penalty on top of it, just like that. Southeast Polk deep into business as they move the ball to the 36. Leading by 11 with 8:11 to play in the fourth quarter of action. Southeast Polk 31, Waukee 20. Trent Condon, Lucas Strain with you on 96.9 FM and CISN TV. Hand the football off to Vanderwerf. He'll push the pile forward for a short gain. Most importantly, though, for Southeast Polk, keep that clock running.
I was going to say, do you think they're going to throw the ball again? They're definitely not going to do anything other than those quick little screen passes to Zelenovich on the outside, but I'd be surprised if we even see something like that. You see another Waukee player starting to cramp and making his way off the field now. They got to run the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep this clock rolling.
Offensive line's done a great job. Pickup of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Southeast Polk. They put a man in motion right back to Vanderwerf. Run it to the left side. Another short gain as he brings it forward to the 33-yard line. So a pickup of 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 7.
I saw Logan Meager, the senior player for Waukee on the defensive side. He's doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. As soon as he got his hands on Vanderwerf, he started ripping at that football. You got to get a turnover right now. Not in field goal range yet, so we'll see what this 3rd down call is. Probably try and get it to 4th and short. There it is, the hard count, pointing out the blitzers.
Pointing out the blitzer and looking to come from the right side of their formation. And now going to throw. Looking up the left side, out of the backfield, complete to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 7, and they get 8. Drew Thompson just snuck out of the backfield.
So this is the same play they ran earlier in the game, and it didn't work because Waukee's man coverage stood strong. This time they recognized, okay, we had a little bit of something. There was a flash last time we ran it. They go to it again, and the 3rd and 7, the crucial 1st down pickup. And again, that clock continues to move.
Well, snapping next right around the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Polk with the lead in the football, 31-20, as they work from the 25-yard line of Waukee. They'll hand the football off, left side, not much room there. Still able to push that pile forward and pick up 3. That's just a good, hard, physical run.
Yeah, that's what we've seen all night from Southeast Polk. The offensive line is going to get the initial push, and then we're just going to see Southeast Polk running backs go up and punch Waukee in the nose. How are they going to respond? Give them an uppercut to the chin. A little bit of everything. Waukee starting to see a little hands on hips. A little gassed as we reach 5.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
They've been on the field a ton here tonight. 2nd down and 7 from the 22-yard line for Southeast Polk. Out of the pistol formation, handed off Thompson, right side. He's going to pick up another 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short for the Rams.
So Waukee, number 8, Ian Samples. He's their defensive end on this play towards the top of the screen as a timeout is taken by Waukee. It's one of those situations where even where he does the right thing, it just doesn't go his way. He sheds his blocker. He just sheds it to the wrong side, and the hole is right there for Southeast Polk.
So use the timeout here. 5:07 to play. It's 3rd down and 3. You get a stop, you use that other timeout, and make them make a decision. Do you kick a field goal or do you go for it? I kind of like it here. You know, I think so many times we see coaches wait almost too long, especially down 2 scores, to use those timeouts.
Oh, I think this is the right time to be using those timeouts because you're down 2 scores. It could very well get to 3 in this situation. So we talked about the decision, a possible decision that could come up on 4th down, Trent. So are they going to let Arfa kick the field goal to try and make this? That would make it a 14-point game. He only has the 1 field goal attempt on the season. So I'm going to assume this is 4-down territory for the Rams.
I think that's a very safe assumption.
I'm sorry, two field goal attempts after today. Yeah, so I think they're going to keep the ball on the ground here. Maybe use Hansen's legs to try and pick it up themselves. As we see, he's back there by himself in the backfield.
So they got 3 wide receivers out to the right. It will be a quarterback power as Hansen lowers his shoulder Gets to the 15, and that's going to be right at the spot, and I think he got the first down.
Yeah, I think he's got the first down. The officials are giving the stop the clock motion, so that does mean they're picking up the first. They're talking things over for some reason. Are they going to measure this? I don't.
Normally the sticks are marked right at the line. This one is over the line to gain, the 15-yard line. They'll still bring him out. But more than anything, that would just be a mistake on the chain gang.
Yeah.
Because you mark it right at the spot. If you get to that line, you got the first down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like he's got it. He's got half the football length there. What? I didn't know if we really needed to measure that one there, boys.
As a former member of the chain gang, I can tell you some stories.
Do you get a little upset when they say, all right, we got to measure this?
Yeah, because I marked it right at the beginning. We don't have to come back out here. First down for Southeast, folks. So they mark it at the 15-yard line. They'll reset the chains with the first down right at the 15-yard line if they get to the 5. And he knows that football gets past the 5. That should be a first down as long as the chains are placed correctly.
Are they placed correctly right now? They're into the turf.
They look great.
They seem fine to me, so we shouldn't have to do another measurement here.
4:47 left in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk leading 31-20 and trying to salt this one away in the Metro Heating and Cooling red zone. Out of the pistol formation, Holden Hansen hands it off to Thompson. He fights forward for a short gain. Let's see if Waukee's going to use a timeout now. Looked like Coach Bakker was hollering over at one of the officials.
He's pointing at his elbow, or no, that's their defensive coordinator who's giving out the defensive signal now. So, yeah, no timeout taken. Southeast Polk gets into that huddle. They're going to milk this clock. Drew Thompson, the backup running back for Southeast Polk. I'm very surprised at how much we've seen him tonight.
He's been out there a ton. Thompson, junior, 5'10", 175.
Wow,
He's good.
That's really small for a running back at the 5A level.
Second down and 9 from the 14, as it'll be a handoff to Vanderwerf. He gets forward to the 10 and falls for a pickup of 4, and there's going to be a whistle and a Waukee timeout. We'll take it with them, 31-20. Southeast Polk with the lead over Waukee, 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter as we continue. This is high school football on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Taco John's new 2 for $5 Fiesta Chicken Tacos are here, and this grilled chicken is ready to fiesta. Fresh pico is ready to fiesta. And our creamy fiesta sauce is obviously ready to fiesta. New Fiesta Chicken Tacos, now 2 for $5 for a limited time only at Taco John's.
Back to the high school football and the Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 The Bull.
Trent Kine and Lucas Strain, welcome back. 3:49 to play in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 5. Southeast Polk with the football and an 11-point lead, 31-20. Play action. Hansen looking out to the left, got a man out there, complete. Going to be dragged down at the 7, going to be short of the first down. Clock will continue to run, but it'll be 4th down for the Rams. Waukee, I believe, is going to use their final timeout.
Wow, that is crucial. I thought he got out of bounds, Trent. I thought Waukee made the heads-up play and pushed him out of bounds instead of making the tackle inside the green turf, and that's important because of the clock. I thought they got him out of bounds. Now Waukee has to use – that is their 3rd and final timeout. So now it brings up a 4th and short, and now is the decision time. Do you kick the field goal and make it a 14-point lead, make Waukee have to get 2 touchdowns, or do you go for it, try and pick up this first down, milk a little bit more clock, and if you don't get it, think of it this way, Waukee has to drive 93 yards to get into the end zone.
Samer Arafa has hit his only field goal tonight, his 2nd of the season. They've both been short. as he hit one earlier tonight. He had a 24-yarder earlier this season. Tonight, he connected from 29 yards away. So he has been good there. He's been perfect on extra points. Doesn't have the strongest leg, just 7 touchbacks this year and 22 kickoffs coming in. But it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to put it into the hands of Holden Hansen, their quarterback. He's lined up in the backfield with Landon Vanderwerf. Now they're going to shift the formation over and go under center. Look over to the right side. Hansen. And a hard count, trying to get him to jump, didn't get it. And now Southeast Polk is going to use a timeout.
So something you get as you gain more experience in Holden Hansen, he's a senior, he knows this, is that you have to make your decoys look the same as your normal adjustments. Now, he was going to the helmet, alert, alert. When he was doing it just now, he was going so much quicker than he normally does. Now, most people could guess in this situation that it was probably going to just be a hard count and try and draw him off sides. But when you can see just how differently he's acting, he's moving a little bit quicker, doing things differently than he normally does, you can go, okay, heads up, something's a little bit different here. Yeah, you could tell pretty much right away that was going to be a decoy. There. Oh, no, offense is not back out on the field. Got the kicker out there.
Going to bring the kicking unit back out onto the field for Southeast Polk as they will bring Samer Arafa back out for his second field goal attempt of the night. He was good from 29. This one will be from 24 yards from the left hash mark. Snap back, hold down, kick is on its way. No good, though, wide left. He had to kick that one off the laces. They didn't get that spin down. The holder left the laces towards his foot. No good, wide left, and with 3:31 to go, a little bit of life here for the Waukee Warriors.
Yeah, the holder was Holden Hansen, the quarterback, and he didn't spin it. I was a holder in high school, so that was my job. And the kicker doesn't usually kick the laces. Most of the time, especially when you're that short, they're going to get under the ball. So they're going to kick under the laces, but it's more of a mental thing where they see, oh, crap, the laces are right there. He rushes it a little bit more, hooks it to the left. Now Waukee's got life.
31-20 with 3:31 left to go. They're going to run it up the middle. Boy, not much room there. And a big hit as Bakker paid the price.
Another thing I want to point out is, remember, this is high school rules. So because he missed the kick, and it's in high school, the ball comes out to the 20-yard line rather than where Southeast Polk last had the ball. So it's a little bit shorter field for the Warriors to go.
Just over 3 minutes left for Bakker, looking complete out to the left. Going to be short, though, no, they're going to give him
generous spot.
The spot, very generous. It'll be a first down for Waukee on the completion as he was able to find Jaden Jeter.
Got to continue to throw the ball down the field. You can't take these short passes.
Now going to run on the scramble situation. Bakker up the left side. He's got another first down, bumped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 13.
So the official waved his hands over his head. I want to see if this clock stop was just for the first down or if it was for getting out of bounds. Waiting to see the White Hats official signal. He's not giving the ready for play signal, so it was out of bounds, not just a first.
2:56 to go. Setting up a screen in the middle to Gamble. Gamble's got the first down. He's into Southeast Polk territory to the 44-yard line and a pickup of 14.
Good call, because you see that Southeast Polk defensively, they're going to start to get overly aggressive. The defensive front needs to get to the sack, so you play right into that hand, you set up the screen.
2:42 to go. Here is Bakker up the left side, turns the corner. He's got another first down all the way near the 30-yard line. And another nice pickup at 12.
They got everybody on the right side. There was nobody on the left side. Well, Southeast Polk's right to make the tackle defensively. So he went another 8 yards before he was even touched. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Waukee has the ball at the 30.
First down in 10, down by 11, 2:36 to play. Looking out to the right, complete to Jeter. Short gain. Clock will continue to run after the pickup of 4.
No, I don't like that one. I don't like throwing the ball for a 3-yard hitch route over the middle of the field when you have no chance of picking up a first down or getting out of bounds. That's something I would have called a different play there.
2:15 left as they take the shotgun snap. Looking to the right. Bakker looking and's got a man out, complete again. That's Inman out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 11 as the Warriors continue to gain momentum.
Been a very quiet night for Maverick Inman, Waukee's number 1 wideout. But that's a play, a little comeback towards the outside, on the right side specifically. That's something we've seen them have a lot of success with so far this season. Waukee makes it into the red zone.
Metro Heating and Cooling red zone. Swing pass out to the left, complete on the run, up the sideline, and fighting for the goal line. He is in. Touchdown, Waukee! Warriors not going away. The touchdown pass, 18 yards to Jaden Jeter.
Wow, that is a very impressive drive. What did it take? About a minute and a half maybe for Waukee. As we see Jaden Jeter is cramping again. Maybe that's not Jeter down, waiting to see a number. We know that Yazzie, their other wide receiver, was already cramping, stretching out that right leg. But now, Trent, this is where that missed extra point comes into play, because now Waukee has to go for 2.
Trying to cut it to a 3-point deficit. Jeter from Bakker. As Baker, he has had himself quite the performance. 2 touchdown runs, now a passing touchdown. And the offense stays out on the field for the 2-point conversion. 31-26, 2:02 left here in the fourth quarter. In what has been a tremendous football game that Southeast folks been able to keep Waukee at arm's length all night long. But suddenly the Warriors are right back in it, trying to get the 2-point conversion.
So you see that is Jeter that's being helped off onto the sideline. And he's important not just on the offensive side and on the defensive side. If this game were to go to overtime, that's a key piece that they could be missing.
They'll shift 2 tight ends over to the left side of the formation on the 2-point conversion attempt for Waukee. Trying to cut it to 3. They're going Philly special into the end zone. Baker, it's complete. There's the 2. Inman to Baker. Philly special.
Nice call.
I saw that one coming.
Nice call. I did too. I saw the Philly special. I was like, as soon as I see that going out, and you see the quarterback leak out towards the right side here, Beckett Baker, and you see the I think that was Inman coming around on the wide side. You know, oh, that's Philly special. Philly special. That's they've made that play quite famous now.
31-28. Waukee, as close as they have been in a long time, down by a field goal, but without a timeout remaining, they need to get the onside.
Yes, it's onside territory now. So, Waukee, you're going to give it your best kick. Now, they have tried one already, but that was a little bit different. That was more of a surprise onside, trying to catch Southeast Polk off guard, trying to just kick it up the middle and have the kicker recover it himself. Now, don't be surprised if we see Southeast Polk take a look at what Waukee is doing and then call the timeout right before the kick is made. It looks like Waukee has 2 kickers out there, so they could be trying to go with the decoy, where one guy runs up and to fake kick it and get Southeast Polk ready on one side, and then the other guy comes up and kicks it right afterwards. They do just have the one guy lining up.
Onside attempt from the 40-yard line. Waukee trying to find the right spot as Bruning will kick it to his left. High bounce, but a whistle. I believe before the play, no, we're going to get a penalty against Waukee. Looked like, was it offside?
Must have been offsides. I wasn't watching the players that are going to recover it. I was watching the kick. The flag is on both sides. So, Trent, does this become the ball has to travel 15 yards now, or is it still, it just has to go 10?
I believe it's still 10.
Okay,
it's just still 10 yards regardless of where the kick comes from. If my old football hat.
I'm pretty sure you're right, but I saw where the officials were lined up, so I was a little confused at first. All right, here we go. Let's do it again.
From the 35 this time, Bruning will took his right foot to it. Little squib, couple of bounce, ball still loose. Waukee thinks they had it. It was first touched by Southeast Polk. Warriors say they have the football. Now they're going to unearth the pile. Who's going to come out of the pack with the ball? Polk touched it first, became a live ball even before the 10 yards. Southeast Polk had the football. They get the football back on the recovery. After some deep breaths, it will be Ram football and a chance to win this one out.
So we look at the replay here on CISN. Southeast Polk bounces right off the chest. It looks like Waukee might have had it initially in the first scrum, but then once there's so many bodies on top of the other, doesn't matter who had it first. It's about who has it last, and Rams are the ones who have it, and they can take a deep breath now because this game should be all but wrapped up.
They will snap the football with 1:57 left from the 44-yard line of Waukee. A valiant comeback from the Waukee Warriors. They're going to go to victory formation. I believe Holden Hansen, the quarterback, came over, told the white hat, I'm going to try to use a little bit more time before taking that knee, and he does. Steps back about 3 yards and puts a knee to it, back to the 48. So we have right now about a minute 13 difference between the play clock and the game clock. Second down and 13 after the loss on the kneel.
So I want to go back and I want to talk a little more about that onside kick, as they're just going to stand around here for the next 15 seconds. So there isn't much to break down. They go with a different approach after the first one. The first one was one of those high bouncers where you're going to kick it and maybe your team has enough time to get over there and recover it off the bounce. This time, as Southeast Polk lines up and takes the second knee, does Holden Hansen. They went with more of a bulleted kick. Now, was this on purpose or not? I don't know, but it did its purpose, and it bounces right off the up man's chest. And Trent, you and I both thought live, we thought Waukee was right there to recover the ball.
So it will just take one more snap inside of 40 seconds, and that will do it for Southeast Polk as they time this one out perfectly. The Rams will get the win, an ultra important win. They sat one spot out of the playoffs coming into week 7 tonight. There's the knee. There's the ball game. Southeast Polk will win it 31-28. Tremendous football game. Two teams on the bubble. Southeast Polk likely finds themselves on the right side now of the bubble. We'll see when the RPI comes out early next week what it means for the Waukee Warriors. They were ranked number 1 just a couple of weeks ago. Now they sit at 4-3 and fighting for their playoff lives. We'll come back and put a cap on things here. Hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. Rams win it over Waukee 31-28 as we come back with more. This is high school football on 96.9 FM.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Hand out the Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game from 96.9 The Bull.
Trent Cotton and Lucas Strain back with you one final time. Welcome with us on the radio side, 96.9 FM, and on the video side, CISN TV. 31-28 our final. Southeast Polk survives a comeback bid from Waukee and gets their 4th win of the season. Both teams now sit at 4-3 on the year. Big bounce back for Southeast Polk, and now Waukee, kind of that team searching for some answers.
Yeah, we know just how important this win is for Southeast Polk. On the outside looking in, coming into today, big win over Waukee, who was 13th in the RPI. So now, how important is this loss to them? They're probably going to drop down to that 16th, 17th, 18th spot. 4-3 after the 4-0 start. Not exactly the season that they were hoping for. Not exactly the season they thought they were going to have after those. And now, what kind of adversity? Games in a row. Come all the way.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season. Week 7 in the books here on CISN TV and our audio call on 96.9 FM. Well, each and every week we hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. Lucas, what do you have for us this week?
I don't normally go. Number 19, Drew Thompson, the backup running back, the second string running back for Southeast Polk in this game. So the junior finished with 10 carries, 52 yards. Unofficially, that's according to Trent's handwritten notes over here. But he also had the 17-yard rushing touchdown. He returned it to the 45-yard line. This was following Waukee's 10-point time. He returns it to the 40. Construction Group game.
Of the game as he gets it done and helps Southeast Polk to the win, an important one as we've talked about throughout the course of being in our final moment. First look here at the new stadium at Southeast Polk, and speaking of Graphite Construction Group, they built this stadium. Did a pretty nice job, huh?
So they had they do the lights off when they score a touchdown.
Yep.
I love seeing that. It makes me think of SEC football.
Well, it is in the books here. Southeast, they go to 4-3 on the year. Final score tonight for the final time. Southeast Polk wins it 31-28 over Waukee. For Lucas Strain, I'm Trent. Joining us here, we now send it back to regular programming already in progress on 96.9 The Bull, and say goodnight on CISN TV.